Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Welcome to Check, Please.
Woo! Yay!
All right, so last time some crazy stuff went down. We had a pretty crazy episode. A lot of things happened.
A lot of feelings.
And I think the best person to recap this is actually going to be Grem. So would you like to tell us what happened last time?
Yeah, I guess I was the only one there for a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we picked up in the streets of Mythelion, not where we expected to be, as we were hoping to have teleported back to the surface, but instead we're kind of frantically going about the streets, just trying to figure out how we were going to get out of there, if we were going to free any slaves, if Lovette was planning on staying or what. But eventually we were all, I don't know if caught would be the word, identified by a group of guards who then escorted us politely back to the Xenorous abode. Lovette asked for another day's time to reconsider her decision, and that was granted with, I believe, some amount of caveats, or at least there was some talk between her and her aunt where she negotiated making sure that her friends would be able to leave if she wasn't going to leave. Don't remember anything else that might have discussed at that point. So we all had a discussion about whether or not Lovette was going to seriously think about becoming a clockwork cyborg spider priestess. There were some points that were thrown around both directions. Obviously, a lot of Kurla's recent revelations colored some of the discussion, but Lovette also prosed a plan of taking the offer so that she would have the political leverage to free a large portion of the slaves. So we all discussed that for a bit, went our separate ways. Kurla and Vera had a discussion on the whole matter about freeing the slaves and other stuff. I'm trying to remember everything that you guys talked about. In addition to all that, Kemi, Lovette's aunt, asked her to find out the specifics of Kurla's anger towards her, and we all discovered some fairly grisly details about Kurla's past. So, despite that, Lovette decided not to report that information back to her aunt, and to ultimately turn down the offer to embrace her heritage and instead just go back to the way she was living. Everyone was sent back peacefully, but not before Lovette had the dark elf side out, or kind of ripped out. We picked back up on the surface after teleporting over to a Druid circle.
And we also now all have Gias's.
That too, yep.
We can't come back. Da-da-da-da.
Would you want to?
To take
Would you
over?
really wanna?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
yes.
to take over, but not even.
To burn the fucking place to the ground, maybe, you know.
I don't know.
I mean,
nice.
we could do that from like at a distance.
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
True.
Nuke it from upstairs.
You just got to find out where it exists, and then just dig on the surface to create just to collapse the ceiling in, and create this giant subterranean collapse and just crush the whole city, right?
Yeah, it would be a
If the
cataclysm.
Deadlands are expanding in 3 dimensions, we could just wait until it gets there, and they take that, huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What you need is to have a chest, and you imbue it with 100,000 magic missiles that all fire up at once when they are used. And then you put it in the town, and you wait for someone to open it.
You address it to Lovette's aunt and say, open on your birthday, you know. Do not open before. Surprise.
Medusa had that
noise.
bitch.
I mean, we could just dig a hole and then shove a hose down there and just flood it like an anthill.
I do like
I
the idea of a
digress.
flood.
We'll fuck them over somehow.
We'll
One
figure
way.
something out. Put a pin in that.
But here we are.
In
Got plenty
Ville.
of time to plot our genocide.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you all left. You had a geas placed on you that you could never return, and you have now taken the nearest Druid circle. You've arrived at the Great Vale, and that is where we open. The winds stop whipping around you, and you find yourselves back in the familiar Great Vale with the smaller village that has now kind of cropped up around this Druid circle that's made up entirely of Maleferans. So what would you like to do?
All right.
Fix me? Yeah?
Well, okay, I guess I can do that. It's not going to be cheap, but since you asked so nicely.
Well, I mean, you made me. It's only fair that you
And
keep
I only
me up.
gave up on my entire heritage in my life. Future, just to get you back, but...
At the same time, would we consider those who are religious and believe they were made by someone? Isn't that kind of fucked up to be like, fuck you, to the person who created you?
I mean, yes and no. I think.
I mean, he did do that before. Oh, not to the person who created him, but to Eden.
I don't think he asked to be created, though, so wouldn't you say
I mean-
that you owe him
I mean,
something?
does any of us? Does any
Yeah.
of us ask to be created?
Well,
he
no,
said.
and the fact that you did create him, having not, did I implore thee maker from the clay to mold me Oh, never mind.
Just blank face from Riz being like, what?
I read it somewhere once, don't even worry about it. Look,
Yeah. Just don't
Right.
think about what happens when you die.
Oh, I do. Constantly, because I've died once. Huh.
I wonder what happens when I'll die.
Oh, nothing at all. You'll still be existing, Pat Pat.
that's a
Oh,
little bit less comforting than I think you might have thought that it was.
well, shit.
I mean,
Huh.
that's like
Well,
probably... happened
we're heading
that.
to the workshop, yes? Should we drop off the carriages in Reitberg?
Is there any way you want to be... this is going to take a day.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anywhere you guys want me to drop you off, I can do that first.
Well, I could go to the Holy City. I was thinking about getting some amber there.
Swing through the hive if you want.
Well, that'd be the next stop. I'm trying to get, maybe have something created.
Ooh,
Might help out with talking to people a bit.
sounds fun.
What about you? Do you need anything? I look at your, destroyed, kind of disheveled armor.
Well, I had an idea, but I think we could go back to the temple and maybe talk to Malefera about that.
What, see if she has some random armor from the Deadlands for you?
No, nothing so mundane.
That actually sounds... I might want to have a word with him myself.
That sounds pretty optimistic.
I might want to have a word with her myself if I can.
So we are
With-
going to the temple.
Melly?
I mean, this is very difficult for Kurla to say, obviously. If... I don't know how this works. I mean, I saw her the one time when you brought her back, but would she be open to having a conversation? If I'm on my
Melly's-
best behaviour?
Melly's open to talk to anyone.
Alright, then...
Is she still there at the church?
Well, I mean, I'm sure she's a lot of places. She is a god. So
She's in each one of us.
Oh my lord, you're not making it any easier for me to want to see them, Rez.
But we'll see if we can get her to contact you, Kurla.
Mm.
It used to be rare. Maybe she's able to more fully communicate now. So, but we'll find that out when we get to the temple. And Vera claps. I hope you're not just assuming that Melly's just going to give you a free armor set, Petravian.
Good God, no.
Because there's a lot goes into that. A lot.
But
Well,
certainly
maybe-
that sounds like to me.
I'd recommend maybe getting some amber or something if you want something blessed.
I'm going to drop the horses off in this little town right here.
Oh, is
Fine.
that how it works? Okay. Yeah, let's, we'll go get some amber.
Did you think I was just putting them in there like some kind of coin fountain?
I mean, maybe? I don't know how it all works. You're the
Petravian.
druid.
Amber has latent natural magic in it that can be used. I mean, the other option is getting more followers, but that usually takes a lot longer.
True.
Vera like puts their hands on their temples, just moves it, and then points them at the direction they're going and just moves in that direction.
This way.
There's like a mellifera village around the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I drop off the carriages and stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, we probably see them right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're there.
Don't touch my horse. You can touch these horses. We'll be back in like a day or two. Don't fuck with my horse or I will kill you.
You won't kill them.
Is it
If they
good?
touch my horse, I will.
Then I'll kill you. Right?
Huh?
That the deal?
It's a worth deal.
I mean,
The
does the
weird
horse
form of
kill
joke.
them, or do you kill them?
Just-
I'd love to know the mechanics of this.
Just don't touch their fucking horse, I guess.
There's no
Put a
robots
bucket
involved.
out for it or something. I don't
If
know.
you touch the horse, it will explode.
I also
I
don't
can
know if
only
that's
bring
true.
so many of you
Something.
back from the dead, per day. So could you avoid killing each other, please, for one bloody day?
I mean, for your sake, yes.
Thank you very much for that, Petravian. Knew I could count on you for a sensible, wise head.
Anyways, I do know the only person who could possibly kill me is probably Vera.
Just kind of
Hurtful?
look up at Archie.
Hurtful.
Just
wouldn't-
one punch.
I wouldn't want to, Rez.
Are you okay? I'm just joking,
All right, I'm just saying. I don't want to kill you.
So, are we going to the Holy City first? Actually,
Yeah.
maybe Hardenshin
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
better.
I don't know if I can drop you guys somewhere off. I don't know if I can jump us around all around the country.
Well, I guess, does anyone else need to pick anything up before?
I can
I'm
do two
just here
stops.
for the ride.
Alright, I'd like to go to... Hardenshin probably has more amber, right? Yeah. They have more trade.
Why are you looking at me? I've never been here.
I like
Listen, I just don't start... I don't usually stop in Hardenshin. They don't have anything for me there.
I'll bust out a teleport pad and we'll go to Heartench.
Nice. Woo!
Well, you just said that they didn't have anything for you in Hartenshin. Why are we going there then?
Amber.
They have amber.
They do have alright, I misunderstood. My apologies.
There's no temple there, so...
Not
That
yet.
seems like a waste of a trip.
You should make one.
Well, yeah, but that requires funds and paperwork and...
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spending money either, so I totally get it.
Fun fact, going to random forests, free. Going into cities, expensive as shit.
Oh my god, we're going to be in the city again! I'm going to make so much money!
We're here. We're in the city. It's a skeleton. Took a second to get down.
All right, so the teleport spell finishes successfully, and a lot of you appear in Hardenshin. What exactly was your destination, specifically?
I'm gonna probably the most familiar place for Lovette would be in front of the Heartstring Tap Room.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, you arrive in front of the Heartstring Tap Room.
I like that the library is called Library.
Library.
Cheryl's?
Yeah, Cheryl's.
I love it.
Hey, is that the place I tried to murder a person?
I mean,
doesn't
you try
that
to murder
apply
so
to a
many
lot
people.
of different places and a lot
Yeah,
of different
which
cities.
one? Which time are you talking about?
Which time?
The one where I didn't murder a person.
Yes,
Oh,
the
okay.
Academy of Arcane Arts.
Yeah.
You almost murdered someone there.
I like how you physically pointed at something, expecting everyone to know where you were pointing.
I assumed you meant Cheryl's.
Everyone figured it out, so it must have worked.
Fuck you, Kyle!
Well, yep, smells like a city.
Oh, I can't wait to make money!
There's an eye roll.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Vera, does the quality of the amber affect anything? Like, I want to get the best quality, if possible.
Well, yeah. I mean, either way, it's going to have the same amount. You can usually tell by the quality of what it looks like. If it's clear, it's most likely going to have more energy in it. And
Okay.
obviously, that's going to factor into the cost of it to begin with. So, I'd say
Well,
just buy what you can.
you're the guide. I don't. Tell me, would $1,000 worth of amber be good, or
What the
dollars?
heck is a what?
It's a
What is
dollar.
$1
Let
when
me do
it's
that
at
again.
home?
$1,000.
Is that what they have in the Protean Empire?
There's one world that used dollars.
Shut up, Riz.
This is fucking weird. Everyone was sad all the time. Like, highest death rate I've ever seen in a world I've ever been to.
Thank you for
It's
that.
gonna explode eventually.
So would like 1,000 gold worth of amber be good, or more, less?
I mean, that depends on if you want the armor to actually be useful.
That is a very good point. So, let me... Petravian grabs his little purse set, and... Well, oof.
Like, look, if with this, and I point to my outfit,
Mm-hmm.
1,000, maybe they would get you maybe like half of just what it looks like.
Okay.
Do you want it to be like divinely blessed?
Ideally,
Have actual magic in it? Well, then you're gonna need a lot of amber. And for Skrewy's information, it's probably the amount that set of armor
It's
would
gonna fucking
cost.
cost. There
Fair
is
enough.
no other god option on that one.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want your armor to be less effective than the mask that's going to cost 22 times as much, then sure, that's the armor you want. Just don't expect it to be good.
Okay. Petravian will join you to go get some amber.
So, we're going to clear out this place of amber.
Yeah.
Okay, how much amber are you looking to purchase?
22,500 gold pieces worth.
For you
Okay.
specifically?
Just for me.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
I'm also
so you-
picking up a
Okay.
a wooden mask that's like completely plain faced, so it's literally just basically a piece of wood.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we were gonna make Marcus a mask and then never
Yeah.
did?
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want, go ahead and deduct that amount of gold from your inventory and just add a trade good item in your inventory for amber
You got it.
that has equivalent value. So you go and you sink that much gold into amber, and strangely enough, that is not all the amber in the city.
Petravian sees this large amount and he just looks in his purse is like, well, I'm going to be able to afford about half of that.
No!
Wait, how
we
much-
just got like super paid out!
I have only 11,000.
What?
What did you spend it on, and when?
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, how much is the armor you want? Like for like the enchantments, Skrewy? Because I still do have gold.
Okay.
Whether it's enough gold?
Did you not think that it would just cost the amount?
No, I figured I would put 10,000 in, and I figured that's what it would cost. Like whatever I had, I would dump into it. No,
And
That is
I've been
a
using
mine.
amber to basically be the explanation for
okay.
it, just so that it's fairly balanced still.
Yeah,
Are
Beardy
you
doesn't
looking
just
for
give
magic
it
armor?
My apologies.
So
That's all right.
you're looking for magic. Are you trying to get your armor enchanted, Skrewy? Is that
Yes.
correct? But you can't
Yes.
afford it?
Well-
I didn't know how much it cost. That is my error.
Yeah, sure do wonder if there's anyone who could get you a deal on that armor.
It's like, oh, like you could have a god make it for you, or I could make you non-god armor.
Could make you some sweet clockwork armor for
Mhm.
cheaper.
Cheaper.
What do you say there?
Can I go around town and start doing fortune telling, and if not, visit some temples nearby? Because you know that's Riz's shit.
Sure, there is a small temple district in this town.
Mhm.
Not a huge one, but there is one.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Sure. So what would you like to do?
First, I would like to find some sort of market district or a lot of people passing through area.
Yep.
And I'd
Yeah,
like
there's
to sell fortunes for a little while.
Sure. So there's a bazaar in the middle of town where you believe you could probably sell a bit of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you head over to the central bazaar and go ahead and make a profession fortune teller check, please.
Wham bam 34!
Okay. Get the explanation of that real fast.
Kurla will have gone with Riz and isn't getting in the way, is just sort of hanging out in the background.
You
Letting
get to
Riz
see me make a makeshift little booth, pretty much, because I don't have my Vardo.
just watching Riz do their thing, just kind of moral support, cheering them on from a distance. They haven't got much else to do. They've got enough rotten meat to last them, so.
Okay, so you earn half that check in gold pieces for a week's worth of work, is what it says.
Okay.
You get about 2 gold, 4 silver for plunking around in the bazaar for a little bit.
Okay.
So probably you got that all in silvers, so you did about 24 fortunes.
And once I'm done doing the shopping for the amber, I'll do a bit of crying on the street. As in, oh, my life, oh, my back hurts.
Me too.
So can I just do a diplomacy roll, see if get any hits?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, people are somewhat familiar with Mellifera these days, so yeah, go for it.
Ooh, nat 20!
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh, boy,
Sure are.
28. Woo!
Yeah, so you seem to have attained a level of fame that you probably weren't even really aware you had, because the people that you go to talk to, some of them recognize you, and some of the people call out, it's like, oh, that's Vera! That's the beaconess of the hive!
I remember
And
her from the
start
wanted
to-
posters.
Yeah, and people start crowding
they have,
around,
like,
and
old ones that they kept. Like, can you sign this?
yeah, one of them has you sign an old wanted poster of you
It's like
from when you tried to kill that guy.
slight eye twitch. Yeah,
So,
of course. Is there anything else I can help with, though?
yeah, so yeah, you end up getting a crowd of people to gather in and listen to you talk if you want to, sermonize to them.
Yeah, and I'll be just basically talking about. Let me think. Wouldn't it be better if you're with a family rather than working for these people who wouldn't give the mud on their shoe for you? You can have something truly special with Mellifera. Everyone who's been there has experienced this, and it'll happen for you too. And it's just kind of like that generalized kind of, yo, your life would be better in my cult.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, get in there. Okay. Yeah, so you're fairly successful with that. A lot of people stick around and listen, and all in all, you end up gathering a fair amount of people to your cause there. So now there's a lot of folks that are willing to listen.
Obviously, people don't have to go right now. If anyone does want to go right now, I will pay for them to go to the Melliferan Temple.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. But yeah, you spend a couple hours and you have a very successful street sermon.
very nice.
Are you doing
All
that
right,
anywhere
anyone
near
else?
where Riz was fortune telling, or was
So
that
that would-
elsewhere in the city?
That probably would have been. It looks like it'd probably be in the bazaar area, I think. Like right where there's the space inside of Hartenshin, by the Tower of Commerce.
Yeah, so that would have been close to where I was probably working.
Okay.
Because I would have been at the bazaar.
Gotcha. Then I feel like Kurla would have been sort of wandering around the bazaar a little bit, sticking to the shadows as they do, but kind of watching both of you at work and kind of interested in that.
Do we have an answer from Petra on what to do? Also, if you're still interested on having a returning weapon, also let me know about that.
I know I would like to have Mellifera bless it, but I think I might take you up on having it improved.
In that case, you just want to have Lovette, you said, up the AC by 1?
Yes.
Yeah, but it does mean you guys would need to stay here for 3 days. So,
I mean,
How's the Deadlands looking from here?
I could work on it in the wagon, couldn't I?
We don't
you
have
work on
it.
in a wagon.
No,
You-
once
you've
we
left
start
the wagons.
traveling. If we get
Oh,
into a fight between now and 3 days from now, Petravian's pretty fucked. But if it takes us 4 days to get wherever we're going, we're okay. That's the long short of it. Or actually, that's not true. Increase both those numbers by 1 because I have to actually spend today working on Marcos.
Yeah, but you've got to have a fully equipped lab to do that, and that's
Yes.
not really going to be mobile.
No, that one's going to have to be here. I'm going to do that one at the lab that I made him, but the other one can
Okay.
be mobile.
So Vera will return to probably Riz, because you're probably the one that I can see.
Yeah. Making a big show of everything.
I-
Somehow there's like fucking sparklers.
I literally have like 2 large bags on my shoulder.
Hello there.
Hello? I assume I look around. You're making coin?
You bet I am.
I like hit Vera's left shoulder. Like, again. All right. Do you know where everyone else is?
Well, Kurla is somewhere around here, and I don't know where the other two are. Or is it 3? 4?
Petravian should be coming back. He was just buying some stuff.
Gotcha. Do you want me to just, message him?
Oh, he'll come back. Where's Lovette? Is Lovette with us?
I figured she was going to teleport away pretty much right away unless somebody needed anything. I
thought we were all gonna go to the hive together.
Oh, I wasn't sure. People didn't say that. We were...
I mean...
Okay.
That's how we're getting Petravian's thing done.
Okay. I guess people didn't hear what I said before, but that's fine. I have enough jumps for that.
You literally said that we could make a stop.
Yeah.
Before going to the other place.
Maybe I did. Okay.
Well, do you have enough teleports to handle everyone?
Unless we miss.
Unless we miss.
I mean, you've been there a million times. So.
Yeah, that one should be really hard to miss. I would need to roll very, very high.
Oh, look. There she is.
Well, sorry. It's hard to get
Hello,
around.
Lovette.
I figure out, once I've gotten short, I've taken out my prosthetic leg, so I'm just walking with one leg and the cane.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to get around right now.
Well, yeah, you don't have a fucking leg.
Yes,
Just
I
put
noticed
put,
that.
Put the leg back on.
It doesn't fit. It's causing
Well.
a lot of pain.
Kurla will
Just
take that opportunity to wander up.
Oh, don't spook me. I can barely stay up as it is.
Right. Is now a bad time to mention that I might be able to do something about that?
Maybe. I've been thinking about it, yes. I
I
probably
mean, the offer's there if you need. We've discussed this a little bit before, I think, if my memory's not failing me here.
Yes, and my feelings have changed. It's true.
Alright.
A lot kind of changed really quick. I wasn't expecting to just, not just be a gnome. There's nothing wrong with it. Just, it's not who I was yesterday.
No, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what went down there. It seemed like a lot of things happened very, very quickly. Seemed like their opinion of you changed very quickly too, but... So,
Yeah,
you're
it
well
sure
shot
did.
of the whole thing by the sound of it.
For what it's worth, I think you look lovely.
Oi.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I blush.
For what it's worth, I'm glad that you didn't, go the other direction and sell your soul to that thing.
Yeah, that seems like it would be very uncomfortable.
I'm thinking about it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Look down kind of at my fingers.
Maybe after I've gotten my wealth done.
That is fine. We have plenty of goings on to go.
But I'm
Do we not?
starting to feel better about it. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you think I made the right choice?
Of course. It was your choice.
I suppose.
We all got out of there, and you're not working for a evil fucking spider deity. I think that's a decent outcome, personally. I know
Spider Daddy.
I know it cost you more than you might have liked, but
I did, and I feel like opportunity cost is kind of too clinical at town, but I don't really know what I left back there. But I guess I made that choice, so I've got to just kind of leave with that. Anyway, yeah, I guess we can. If you guys are okay with talking about it later, I might, but I've got a lot of work to do.
It's whatever you are comfortable with.
Thank you.
and like I said, if you need my help with the leg, I'll help you with the leg. It's what I do. I'm pretty sure it's within my ballpark at this point, within my bailiwick.
Well, I'm not going to need my leg to patch up this idiot.
Point at Marcus.
So I'm good for tonight. I'm going to put another one of these together just in case.
What?
Another what?
Oh, I'm holding. Yes, I always pantomime shit. She's like holding up her other leg.
For a minute there, I
jeez, I
thought
thought
you were
you were
making
gonna make another
another
one of
fucking
me.
Marcus.
Oh no.
Oh Lord, for God's sake.
Though, I mean, I would. You could bless the whole world with another one of me. I think that would be a very nice thing to do.
Do you?
Do you?
Okay, it's a little selfish, but I mean, it'd be able to
What?
get more stuff
Okay.
done, and
So it's because
The
you're left a little
Deadlands-
selfish, what?
Would
The
you?
Deadlands are already expanding. We don't need another traumatic event in this world.
Would you be able to explain to another Malchus your existence and have him Like, maybe this would make things a little easy if you really think.
Could we maybe go a day without upsetting the delicate balance between life and death and creating life and all of that? Just one day.
I guess if you wanna.
Thanks very much.
I suppose. This is going to cost a lot as it is.
Thanks. I mean, I truly mean that. Like, I know it's.
Did you design him with, like, bipolar disease?
I think the last person who designed the first one did.
So moving along.
That Petravian will be walking up with a much smaller sack than Vera did, and Petravian will explain himself. Say, "Well, I considered it, and I would love for Malefera's blessing to my armor, but I can only afford so much. Lovette, would you be able to bolster this antiquated piece of metal?"
Let me look at it. Yeah, I could have a few ideas.
Cool.
Yes, it's not going to be cheap if you can provide the money for the materials, so I can do that. I mean, I can get it for market price, which is half of what you're going. What the people making these things are making them for, so it's going to be half of what you're normally paying for.
Checks his little pouch. Yeah, I think we can do that.
Okay. Give me a day to fix a halfling, and then I will help you.
Yes, take care of him first.
I wish I built him with money.
Also, before we teleport, is there anything Marcus does RP-wise in the city?
No, because he knows that Telly isn't here, so he wants to get repaired and get to Telly. That's his goal.
Kinda, like... So, you know when you're, like, standing around with a group of people, and you can like, change your position in the room, and people will all kind of shift so that everyone can see each other again without really thinking about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and, like, shift the group of people so that Marcus is not visible from inside the Heartstrings tap room, because I don't really need that right now.
Suddenly.
Oh, did you guys go inside there?
No, but that's where we teleport in front of.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you had
No,
actually
I did
gone
not go
the
inside.
building.
I just figured that
Okay.
he's probably shorter than the window, so if he's standing right in front of the building, he's probably okay.
Mhm.
Just as long as he's not across the street.
I was just trying to figure out what Beardy rolled, because I heard his roll, and I was
I
like, what the
heard that
fuck was
roll.
that?
I heard that roll.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about it.
I always worry.
It's whether
my
or not.
job.
It's whether or not Mark II stubs his toe.
And
It's a
dies.
chant every day.
Siva
considering if-
saw him. He just rolled to see if she had a stroke or not.
Yeah, I was rolling to see if a feral cat was going to come out and scratch Marcus for 1 damage.
God damn it! Why do you want to kill this boy so bad?
No, that was a joke. The roll was something else entirely. Don't worry about it.
I figured.
So are we all finished up here then, or are we gonna be getting a wriggle on?
Yeah,
We
let's
move
just
on.
teleport. I'm getting freaked out that Petravian, for some reason, has a smaller sack than normal.
Mm-hmm.
What's he
Let's
got in the
get him
back of it?
some-
It's
Yeah.
cold.
I'm sure
Anyway.
Hummel will hate that.
Wait, what? And teleport?
Teleport, yeah.
All right, so go ahead and drop your teleport, please.
Yeah. That was pretty close, but it's a pretty familiar location.
Yep, I would say that's a familiar location, so that's going to succeed.
Stay on target.
Loosen up.
All right, and the destination again?
Right in front of Malefera's temple.
Okay, so in that case, you all whoosh away in a flash of light and find yourselves in front of Malefera's temple in the mountains there east of Wittingen.
Instant awkward look on Kurla's face.
There are Maleferans all over the place doing various things, and you're immediately greeted by a swarm of curious bees that wash over the group of you and then fly away.
Well, that was interesting.
That always happens.
Much better.
Hello, little bees.
Well, Lovette, do you need a cart to get back?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
won't you
just-
dope.
I've got another jump.
All right.
But I won't be seeing you all until tomorrow, so I hope you're happy sleeping wherever you got. I guess you're the Valdo.
Mm.
We literally have rooms here.
Well,
I mean,
I
I
have
have
the
a-
Vardo.
I have a cottage like right over there, so
Wow, so fancy.
My home not good enough for you?
Well, either way, I have work to do, so
Thanks for the teleport. Anyone else? We have mead and stuff if... Okay, I'm just going to go into the temple. And I'm going to head into the temple.
All right, Vera turns and walks away, leaving Petra, Marcus, Lovette, Kurla, Archie, and Riz standing there in front of the temple.
So that was weirdly hospitable, you know? I mean, not in like bad way. I feel like something is different, but in a good way.
I feel like, well, I was gonna say I feel like I'm rubbing off on them, but with Malefica back. Wow, really?
I mean,
Yes, I know, but it's a saying.
I'll say about two of them.
I try, folks. I try.
no, that was gold.
But now that Malefica's back as well, I feel like their demeanor is vastly improved.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a high bar, though. Let's be honest.
Look, alright, but well, I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, hospitality is not the same thing as kindness, I guess.
Fair enough.
I think that's another big lesson I learned in the last couple of days.
Petravian will look around and go, "Oh, jeez," and put his fingers to his lip and whistle, and cast Divine Bond and have Chisel pop out.
Oh, look, it's dinner.
Chisel steps out from around some shrubbery, looks at the group, snorts.
Leave the flowers alone.
Why did you summon him then?
Yeah, that was kind of...
Because we're home, and he may want to go rest in his favorite little nest of elkies.
Where does he come from when he's gone? And how? Because, like, my horse just stays where it is, and, like, I just don't understand what Chisel is. Is he actually there?
Yes, he's an elk.
But how does he just appear?
It was something I learned when I was with the Edenites.
And you're sure it's the same deer every time?
I'm fairly certain. Are all elk so ill-tempered?
Yeah,
Chisel's gonna start wandering off.
They are animals.
I mean, they do all act like that, if that's what you mean.
Your elk is wandering off, by the way, if
Well, no, I know it's the same elk because he's got the same armor on.
He has armor on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got him some armor for a little while back. He's got...
I did not remember that.
Oh, the more you know.
Yeah.
Studded leather armor. That's how we know he's the same damn elk. Who needs a better attitude?
Starts eating flowers.
Asshole.
All right, come on. What are we doing?
Okay, so, yeah. Did Lovette do you want to go first, Lovette, or did you want to,
No, I'll teleport back. So, I mean,
Archie, would you mind coming with me and Malchus?
That would be acceptable.
Thank you. I'd just like to have you around tonight.
I understand.
I'll pop out a teleport bed and ball up Archie for the time being.
It was good meeting you, Marcus.
Well, thank you all. I don't know if I'll see you again, but thank you all for coming for me.
Have a good life.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt anymore.
Well, I'll try. I mean,
oh boy.
Okay, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna go. I'm done adventuring. I'm done. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just open up
That's
a
a good start.
tavern or something.
Wait, fights happening there.
I'll duck.
Start a family tavern.
A family
Anyway.
tavern?
I've been working on some business ideas. Anyway, I also want to thank you all for coming with. That you didn't have to do that, and you did, and that means a lot to me.
Well, you mean a lot to me, and everybody here.
Well, I know some of you we haven't known for that long. I haven't known for that long. And, you took a very big step with me.
And I look over at Kurla.
And, well, already willing to be vulnerable as I was. And that means a lot.
Wait, let's not make a big thing of it, alright?
Okay. I understand that. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Vera can't say anything because Vera's gone.
Yeah.
Marcus waves,
All right.
hops up on the
and
platform.
I'll go ahead and do my teleport.
All right.
I'll go click at the spells and get the talking.
Go ahead and drop a teleport roll there.
Stay safe, little one.
All right, we're all good. Right in front
All right,
of
and-
Archie's house.
In that case, Lovette, Mark II, and Archie vanish onto a teleport pad and are gone.
So I've got some stuff I want to do, but I'm definitely willing to wait for everybody else.
Okay, so that's going to leave Kurla, Riz, and Petra standing outside the tavern, the temple. Inside the temple is Vera, and far away at the cabin on the lake is the rest of the party. So, who wants to go first? I'll go with the majority of
Derek go
players.
first.
So, Kurla, Petra, and Riz, what are you doing?
Petch will go. Well, that little guy isn't going to last very long, is he?
If we're lucky, no, he won't.
Oh, come on. He was fine.
He was
I mean, there's some, like, questionable things.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. I agree.
I hope that he has a nice whatever passes for a life for him now, but I've still got some real reservations about the way that he was brought into being, but that's not his fault, as you say, that's on Lovette. But Lovette's been
Sounds
having a
like he
hard
wants-
few days as well, so...
I mean, he sounds like he wants to have a good life. It sounds like he wants to just, be inconspicuous, as it were.
Well, it's
I
like
guess Sorry.
well, it's like the townsfolk we left behind that were duplicates, as long as they don't get up to any harm and not harming anyone else or themselves, then we may as well just let them at it.
Yeah.
Even if they did come into the world in a little bit of a,
Questionable.
to put it mildly, questionable way, yes.
Well, I hope he finds whatever he's looking for.
My question is, does it actually... I don't exactly know how it works, but does it just think it knows what it wants, or does it actually want things? There's so many unpredictable things when it comes to spells.
Very true. I couldn't even hazard a guess.
Yeah, that's out of my wheelhouse. I'm just good at mostly just hitting things. I'm trying to change that, but Lovette, jeez, the descendants and of essentially royalty, bloodlines, and all that crap.
I'm still not entirely clear on everything that went down in there. Something about me and not saying something, or I didn't even catch all of that. I'm going to have a word with Lovette at some point when they've calmed down a bit, but yeah, didn't see a lot of that coming. Royalty, as you say, that was, I wouldn't have called that one.
I mean, their whole demeanor changed when Lovette changed their decision.
Well, it goes to show you what kind of people they were dealing with down there, and their god is...
Agreed.
I can't believe it was that. I had it wrong, I have to say. That was not the one that I thought was responsible.
Who did you think was responsible?
Oh, we had this conversation a while back. The orcs. They've got their god, and I had thought that the half-orcs had pissed him off a little bit, so he'd sent a little bit of a warning, but apparently not.
Looks like it was just throwing everything into the aether.
Which, I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but I would say this much, weirdly, it feels a little bit better, at least having finally said it to someone. Well, more than one someone at this point.
Now, there's not your orc heritage for what it's worth that did this.
I shoot an arrow into the air kind of deal.
I mean, that's what I said, yeah.
It's left me with a lot to think about anyway, but the upshot is that I can at least try and be a little bit nicer to you all now. I'm not entirely sure how I do that. I'm a little bit out of practice, but the fact that I don't have to keep you all at arm's length anymore, that it's on you to keep yourself safe from me, it's a little bit of a relief, I have to say.
Does that mean we can hug now?
No, it fucking does not mean that we can hug now. We'll work towards that.
Back at a hug.
We might, in a few years, make it up to a handshake if we both really try hard.
Aww.
I'll say this much though, I'll give you the same offer that I gave Lovette. If you've got anything that you need me to work on in terms of healing or regenerating and all of that, I feel like that might be something I can do.
No, these scars I'm gonna keep.
Right, mark of honour, we've had that conversation, but if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me for now.
Well, I hope you're sticking with us for a little bit longer.
I'm not going anywhere until Riz goes somewhere.
Are you going anywhere?
I go where I must.
Fortune tellers.
Raised eyebrow. What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, just so very ethereal. I love it. It's very...
Uh-huh.
What? I find it very endearing. Go where
Why?
you must. Why? I find it fascinating. Just going and traveling. Not being needed to be somewhere. Not being told where to go. It's...
You don't think I don't get told where to go? No, when I say where I'm needed, I mean wherever I am told to go, you silly.
You're told?
Many a times.
Huh.
Like I was told to stay with you whole people.
Thank you to whoever told you to stay.
Yeah. You know, there was a whole, like, world-ending situation if I didn't stay with you guys, so...
Oh.
Yeah, this
Well-
world would have been completely screwed, apparently.
Looks over her in the direction of the Deadlands, like,
Well, we're still working on that.
Right, we might
It's
want to get
true.
on that fairly soon, too.
Yeah, I think we should probably, agreed. So Petra will clap his hands together. I'm gonna go try to talk to Malevra, see if they can bless my armor.
Good luck.
Thank you.
and Petra will trottle off into the temple.
All right. Petravian enters the temple, leaving Riz and Kurla outside.
Do you think that one understands half of what's going on around him? Like-
I mean...
You know, like the whole that I'm trying every day not to eat him. And do you think that sort of just fell on deaf ears entirely?
Probably.
These people they're beyond me entirely, but...
I feel like we were in a very awkward and stressful situation earlier. Maybe the complexity and intensity of the situation did not dawn on them.
God damn, I wish I was here.
I mean, I'm glad for it. They haven't taken me out and killed me yet, so that's nice.
I told you they weren't going to.
I know you did, but, knowing something and believing something and all of that is... Anyway, thank you for having my back in there.
They tap their forehead and then wink at you. It's all in the third eye. I know things.
You having my back is in the third eye? How does that even work?
No, I mean, like, just telling you how things will go. It is all in the third eye.
You're my favourite charlatan, Rez. Wink.
They'll look like they're about to reach to pat your head, and then they'll stop for a moment.
Go on then, if you want to. I'm trying to be a little bit...
They gently pat your head.
Kurla tries not to smile and fails.
Come on, let's go inside and then see what this bullshit's going to be about.
Oh, joy. I wouldn't mind a word with this god as well if they're actually still hanging around.
I bet we could find some edible flowers on our way in.
If that Chisel hasn't eaten them all by now. I kind of hope
Chisel
that he
eating them
has.
all.
A little bit of chaos thrown
yes,
in. It's nice.
You see Chisel eating a bunch of flowers nearby.
Well done, boy. Well
Damn
done.
it.
Chisel snaps at a nearby bee to keep it away from the flowers and continues eating them.
I feel like there might be some hivekin just like trying to push him, but just not budging.
I mean, that big of an elk, yeah, that's a lot of
swear.
muscle to move.
He's worse than my horse.
Chisel looks at you and snorts.
I flip him off.
Love to see it.
So the two of you head inside the temple, and inside you see, up at the font near the front of the building, you can see Vera, and walking toward Vera is Petravian.
So Vera is not actually by the font right now. Vera is going to be, I believe it's going to be the right room. Is that the one that has the like workshop area? Let's see. Yeah, I'll bring up the map.
Yeah, go ahead and bring up the map.
So, in the western side of the temple, above the kitchen, is the workshop area, I believe. I believe that's what this is. And what Vera's doing is she has taken a large piece of parchment, like a very large one, and is recreating to the best of their knowledge or their recollection the layout of the Diz city. I forget what it's called. So the Dark Elf
Mythalian?
city. Yeah, Mythalian.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's very rough, but it's the things that she could see, landmarks and like just notes on where things are. Just so that she has this here.
Okay. Petravian, you're approaching the font?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, as you approach the font, a cloud of bees are going to descend from the hives above you and coalesce on the steps of the font into your god. Hello, brother.
Hello, sister.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Is everything all right?
It's progressing. We just had a bit of an adventure underground with dark elves. I had a question for you, though. I know my role here is to try to protect the hive and those in it, and helping Vera out in the world and my group. I find myself sometimes not able to fulfill that role, and I was wondering if you could bless my armor to help me in that task.
I understand, but understand that blessings, ones that are permanent, are draining, and I would require, for lack of a better term, fuel in exchange. Vera knows this, and I would hope explained it to you.
Yes, they mentioned amber, essentially
Yes.
feeding the armor, essentially.
Petra's so casual about his faith. He's in a conversation with Jesus. He's like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, fish and wine. Yeah, I got you. No.
And did you bring any amber?
Yes, I have about, take out the amber packet, I have about 3,000 gold worth of amber.
I should be able to do something with that. Place it into the font whenever you're ready.
And Petra will follow up to the font. Well, first off, he needs to disarm, or disrobe with all his armor.
Buckles.
Is he wearing anything under his armor?
Yes, he is dressed under his
Just
armor.
making sure.
You need not remove your armor, brother.
Oh, okay. And he'll step up to the font.
Okay. You step up to the font, and you take out these chunks of amber that you purchased for 3,000 gold. You place all of that amber into the honey itself.
I'll gently
and
put it in.
is quickly submerged and becomes one with the glowing liquid inside. Mellifera seems to take in a deep breath as you do this, like it's adding a little bit to her power. Yes, I should be able to help you now. Hold still.
Okay.
Mellifera walks up to you and reaches an arm out to touch your armor, and as their hand gets closer to you, it breaks apart into bees and spreads across your entire body, like covering your armor in bees. You get the feeling that they're doing something to you, like they're walking around on your armor and chewing or creating, they're building, they're making something. And you can feel your armor expand and change and become better on yourself. And when they recede, you see that your armor is now slightly different looking. It is shinier. The plates of the actual armor look more stylized, as if they were an exoskeleton. The armor itself, the color has changed. It's almost like a purplish color to the plates themselves, with like a silver, shiny, almost chrome outline to everything. The accents themselves are in like a chrome color. Your actual breastplate itself looks like there's insect legs wrapped around from behind you. And you have the Mellifera symbol now worked into the cloth that hangs down from your belt. So the loincloth section of the armor itself has like a Mellifera symbol on it. So the bees recede and coalesce back into Mellifera's hand, and she'll nod at her handiwork. I believe that should be all that is required.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
He wants to hug. He has too much deference in him.
I will do my best. I will spread the word.
I know you will. I have no doubt in that. You need not be so formal. After all, you are among my closest siblings. You saved my life.
Petravian will go in for a hug.
Yeah, hug Jesus.
I love it. I dig the shit out of this.
That's
Hug
fantastic.
Jesus.
This is the kind of heresy I am all for.
So Mellifera is a little bit caught off guard by that, but only a little bit. And we'll bring an arm up and kind of pat Petravian on the back a few times. But Petravian kind of towers over this figure anyway.
That's pretty cute, though.
Sorry,
Wait, Petravian towers over?
Well, I mean, I would say
She
that
wanted
she's
to give
probably
Petra
normal
tiny
human.
bee hugs.
Gotcha.
Normal human size right now, but Petra's
7'1".
fucking big ass Oread. So I would say Petra towers over Mellifera's current size. But Mellifera, if Mellifera wanted to, could be 30 feet tall or 50 feet tall.
Yeah.
But doesn't fit in the temple that way.
No, also, it's not... Like, I wouldn't imagine her towering over people because, like, she wants to be, like, at eye level because it's, like, equality kind of thing.
Exactly.
I was imagining this, like, weird Midna fucking Mellifera. Like,
Oh,
super
okay.
tiny. It's like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? I'm not worshiping that.
Little anime people.
I'm out of here! You hear Vera just, like...
Too tiny.
Vera just throws the scythe down and just walks out.
I don't
Done.
worship halflings. I'm out of here.
Turns out Mellifera was a halfling all along.
Oh, sorry. You said don't be formal. I'm a hugger. I don't know.
It's all right, brother.
Thank you again.
Of course. Is that all you require?
Yes. I think Kurla might have wanted to talk to you. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go see if I can help Vera with whatever they needed, what they were planning on doing.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
And Petra will head on over to where he saw Vera go into.
Okay. So, are Riz and Kurla nearby?
I think we're just chilling in the temple. I think we were watching this.
Yeah, I feel
Okay,
like we
so-
were kind of like hanging in the back, watching and just sort of...
Okay. Were you close enough to hear what was exchanged there?
I'd assume. I don't know how quiet Petravian is, but I don't think he normally is quiet.
No, Petravian's
No.
not particularly quiet in most situations.
No, he's not.
Well, in that case, you just heard Petravian tell Mellifera that Kurla wanted to talk to Mellifera. So.
Yeah,
Well, looks
Kurla
like
just-
it's your turn.
So Mellifera is looking over at Kurla now and is going to break apart into a swarm of bees and begin flying toward you.
Kurla stands their ground just about, and just very awkward expression, very pained expression on their face. Riz, please don't leave me like this. Please
But
stick
you said-
around.
What?
Please stick around, or please don't
I
go
will-
anywhere. I can't talk to
will-
this Beardy without you here. Please stay.
Jiminy. Okay, I'm literally just gonna sit here.
That's fine. Just don't leave me alone, please.
I wasn't planning on it.
All right. Thank you. Oh, great. Bees.
So the swarm of bees will coalesce about 10 feet from you into the physical avatar of Mellifera.
Which Kurla's seen the one time.
Brother Petravian mentioned you wished to speak with me.
Kurla is struggling to find the right words as they take a few steps closer, and they're very awkward, but they're also at least maintaining eye contact as they walk closer. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a word or two in your ear if that's all right.
Of course. I owe you a great debt, after all. I'm happy to listen and happy to offer whatever advice I can give.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the idea of you being in my debt any more than I like being in anyone else's debt. But if that's the way
Why
you
is
see
that?
it, then that's the way you see it. I'm not particularly comfortable talking to you, I have to admit that. I would imagine that you understand why.
Would you prefer that I be a cloud of bees?
No, thank
Does
you.
Does this form not...
It's not the form, it's the fact that you're a deity. I have a little bit of history with deities, not getting on with them. Plus there was that little unfortunate incident when I was in a bit of shock and post-traumatic stress and might have besmirched your carpet back there a little bit. Just
It's true, you did pour alcohol onto the carpets.
You see there's still a stain?
Yeah.
I am genuinely sorry about that for what it's worth. I was not exactly in my right mind.
It's all right. The carpets here are quite stained in lots of places. It's something that I don't think is all that important.
Kurla is gonna kind of gesture down to the dagger that was bestowed on them. I have questions, if that's all right.
Of course. Did you not enjoy Healer's Sting?
It's been very useful. I'm not entirely clear on why you saw fit to grant it to me. I mean...
I granted a boon to each of you. Do you not consider yourself equal to your companions?
Well, that's a loaded question then, isn't it? No.
Do you feel somehow lesser to them? Because I can tell you, you are not. I say that even including Sister Vera, I feel that you are all equals.
Right, I know that's part of your thing, isn't it? Your doctrine. I appreciate that, but... Look, I'm not understanding what you want from me.
I wanted your help, and you rendered it to me. You protected my siblings, and helped them complete their mission. Is there something else that I'm not understanding?
I'm just having trouble finding the words here.
I see.
I gave Vera quite the hard time throughout this whole thing because I was angry at you and at Vera and really anyone connected with the gods, and I said to her what I'll say to you, which is that it wasn't your fault. You know, it was... You weren't one of the ones that abandoned me, and you weren't the one that did this to me, but I was pissed at you anyway, and I do feel a little bit bad about that now. And now I have a better idea of exactly who it was who did do this to me, and I got close to being in a position to get something back, and now I don't know if that chance is ever going to come again. I'm not sure what to do next, and I'm looking for a little bit of guidance.
I see. Kurla, may I tell you a bit about myself?
Sure, go for it.
Perhaps it will help you understand my situation a bit more.
Yeah, please. I've only picked up bits and pieces here, so by all means, enlighten me.
You may think that the gods are part of a single clubhouse, that the gods speak often and have plans together and work in concert to govern the universe. And that may be true for the Pantheon, but I was never a member of that. I was created here, on Adrian. This world is my home. I have existed here since the beginning of this world, and I helped usher life in here. I know nothing of the greater cosmos. That's not my domain. I was one of many. All of the primal gods. We were the first life on this world. It's been such a long time, it's almost hard to remember what it was like back then. But each of us learned different things about the universe, about our lives, about what we could do, about what we could create or what we could destroy. And eventually, life grew and changed, sometimes with us and sometimes without us. And then some of us started to die, as the world no longer had need of some of us, and that continued for some time. I suppose what I mean to say is, when you say things like the gods, I'm not sure if I feel wholly a member of that club.
10 out of 10, Malefic called the gods a club.
It's hard not to paint you all with the same brush, and I'm trying to unlearn that instinct.
There are those among the primals that I counted as my friends and allies. Sadly, they are all dead. There are but a handful of us left in this world.
Like that which hungers.
Exactly. She was always devious, and had plans within plans. It's no wonder she's one of the few to make it. Even I died.
She owes me blood.
It's true. Her power courses through you, even though I'm certain that nauseates you.
Oh, it does. Although I've done my best with it.
That's true. And I believe that you will do many great things, despite the source of that power. You will use it to heal this world. You have a gift, and it's not the power coursing through you. The gift is your resolve, your determination to move forward with what you have, and not to despair. A weaker person would have simply given up.
I wanted to. Almost did a few times. I don't know what I want from you in this conversation. I just... It's good to finally talk about these things with people who understand, and you're in a position to understand, and shockingly enough, I found myself amongst people who do understand, who haven't run in the other direction yet, which they'd be within their rights and their right mind to do.
Yes, it seems most of your group have strange influences working upon them. You're empowered by that which hungers. Vera is empowered by me. Petra is empowered by both Eden and myself. Lovette was also empowered by that which hungers. And Riz, well,
Peace sign.
they're in a different category altogether.
What is that supposed to mean?
You'll have to find out on your own, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on!
You know, it's
I'm sure you've
statements.
heard this.
Go ahead.
I'm sure you've heard this before from others, but your curse is, well, it's not to be messed with lightly.
I know. Already accidentally cursed the genie because I wanted to help.
Were I a bit younger and had a bit more followers, I might be able to do something to help you, but it may be a little while until I feel empowered enough to do anything for you.
I appreciate the sentiment. Do you ever actually want to be part of the greater pantheon and, like, more planets and such worlds?
Such a thing has never happened to any primal before. I'm not sure if it's even truly possible. I wouldn't be opposed to such a thing. I feel that community and cooperation and equality are values that should be shared among all.
Well,
Each world would have its own primals, would it not?
a lot have died out over the years. The newer ones will get their own share of primals, as is just natural. It just seems that progression is just them slowly dying out every time.
I simply hope that when my time does come, the world is a better place.
Well, I wish for that goal to succeed very much so. But the plan is first to get it to stop killing itself.
Yes, stopping the expansion of the Deadlands is becoming of more importance every day.
We will do it. We have to. Well, sorry for interrupting your conversation, Kurla. I will remain here, though.
No, Kurla's kind of lost in thought and stretching for a snide remark and actually just not finding one.
Is there anything else on your mind, Kurla?
No, I think that's about it, but I know where to find you, so thank you for that.
She nods.
Kurla just takes kind of a step back and awkwardly kind of ever so slightly inclines their head as a vaguely respectful or just appreciative gesture.
Mm-hmm. Mellifera will break into a swarm of bees and scatter about through the entire temple.
Is that a normal kind of conversation to have with a god, or is that just, you know...
Well, honestly, when I talk to some gods, sometimes we just gossip. It is great. Oh, one of my favorite friends. But otherwise, I'll talk to Gigerion, and, he's always very sweet to me. I love talking to them.
My life has got so much weirder since I met you.
You're welcome.
And I say that as a cursed half-orc who, wanders around healing people and wanting to eat them, so it's...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Don't worry. When you are my age... And they kind of make like a gesture with their hand as if saying, it's gonna be a while, but... you will be that person for someone eventually. Old and making all of their adventures so much stranger.
Well, we have to survive this Deadlands thing first.
Oh, we will. Worry not. I foresee it, and they'll tap their forehead.
What do you think that Vera and Petravian got off to anyway?
Meanwhile, on the shores of a lake far away.
Oh,
Grem, you there?
I didn't realize. I was like, shores of a lake far away. What the fuck are you talking about? Right.
Yeah.
That's you. Marcus. Or Mark
Well, I was going to take this into Secret Trap, but I have a thing that I should probably do done outside of Secret Trap first.
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
Alright, so we pop out over there. Oh, wait, did I roll for that? Yes.
Yeah, you rolled
that was that
57. You're
Okay,
fine.
so I'm there. I'm fine. Alright. Alright, since we land on target.
Malchus, you can go inside. I'll catch up with you. I've got a call to make.
And I am going to send a message to Soul.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've already got it written out. So,
Sorry if this is a bother. No one died. I'm not a half-elf anymore. Or royalty. I won't bother you with anything again without good reason.
You don't get a response back.
just kind of nod.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'll head in to Secret Chat with Skrewy.
You got it.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I'll head in. First thing is I'm going to stop, see where Moira is.
Okay. Myla, I've got a project to work on for tonight, so I'll be staying here, but I think you should come with us.
Moira gives you a big hug to welcome you back home.
Oh,
Oh,
like,
if you say so. I mean, you sure you want me to come with you?
wait, I
It's kind of dangerous, right?
We have a house. The house is okay. I mean, if you stay
I'm
well,
not, you know, I'm not sure if you're comparing me to the horse or
I'm
not.
not comparing. Look,
It
horse is
sounds
all.
like you're comparing me to the horse.
I'm just saying that we are there with non-combatants.
Okay.
You keep out of this, Marcus.
Hey, it's just fun to watch.
I'm just
You
saying.
don't look so good, Marcus.
Yeah, I feel like I feel about as good as I look right now. This is what happens when you get,
I'm also curious. Has she noticed or comment or like made any indication of noticing the height change?
No, she has not.
Interesting.
Or the changes in body complexion and hair color and all that.
Very interesting. That's really weird.
because they don't care about the looks; they care about you.
Maybe, but it's still something that I would think would stand out. So I don't know how much you want me to spend on Marcus because I don't know how much HP he had.
Sure. So, you said he was level 4?
Yes,
It's 1,000 gold a hit point?
it's 100.
100 gold a hit point.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
God,
That's not
1,000
too
gold
bad.
a hit point. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I would.
That's not
I
too
would
bad.
straight up just fucking kill him and make a new.
Be like, fuck you.
Like now that we're in
Gun to
a
the
quiet
head.
room,
Yeah. dude.
I'm like, oh, just
Dead.
look
For
the
parts,
other way,
boys.
Malchus. I'm just gonna get something. Click.
just look at the bunnies.
Just look at the lab. It's Malchus.
Okay, it's gonna be, to fix Marcus is gonna cost 3,200 gold.
Oh, okay, that sounds better than I thought. Well, she's working on that because some of these parts I imagine just require waiting and not active working.
Okay.
And while I'm working on him, I will go ahead and remove my mechanical arms, which is not something that they really normally do. I figured that, like,
They weren't designed for that,
no,
right?
yeah, the party
That's
hasn't
gonna
really
hurt.
seen this because there's no reason anyone would. But after
Yeah.
to put those in, I figured that she has like this like exterior mechanical spine that they're hooked
Mhm,
into,
mhm.
and so she's got to really
Yeah.
like unhook them from that.
Your assistant is working diligently with you on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
My assistant.
Moira is like attaching and detaching things, tightening, like untightening
Mhm.
bolts and nuts, and helping like redo everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take those and look at those over and say that.
Alright. I guess the first step to putting my past behind me is getting quite a serious on it.
Yeah, I mean each one's a grisly reminder of the people you killed.
I have an idea.
'Cause wasn't each limb, like each arm, was taken from one of
Yep.
the
Twins.
siblings?
They don't. Yeah, they don't match because they're two different arms.
Oof.
Yeah. Yep. They're taken off, and of course, like I imagine this is not a clean process.
Probably
this is
not.
probably
It's kind of bloody.
there's probably a little bit of blood involved.
And a fair amount of screaming.
Yeah. So the two of you work diligently. If you would like to go ahead and make a skills check for me, that'd be great.
All right, you got it.
Yeah. Give me a
Clockwork craft.
clockwork craft.
Yeah.
We'll take that, and then bits are cleaned and removed, and they're placed in a sanitary place for now. Probably going to go in a trophy case somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna repurpose them. I'm gonna melt down the parts that
Oh,
I can't
okay.
repurpose. I'm gonna turn them into
Gotcha.
a symbol of my new freedom.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Nice.
leave the surprise
Cool.
for Skrewy for when we get back and they actually show up. But I have my coat worked so that there's like an emblazoning on
Yeah.
the back of it. Now there's these little gold wings that are emblazoned to the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't need this taking longer than that.
You got it. All right. So, yeah. So you spend the rest of the day working on Marcus, repairing his outer bits. Well, repairing his outer skin as well as the mechanical parts that were screwing up inside him. And would you like to make a new disguise check for his new skin?
Yeah, if I can, that would be wonderful. I didn't roll great last
Yeah,
time.
it was a 24 last time.
37.
Hey.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot more alive. I
Huh.
fix the voice. There we go.
Well, y'all, his voice is fixed. Oh, fuck, why?
Yeah. I mean, this. Wow.
No.
Huh.
Oh,
Nope, still fucked.
I've got a hint for you,
Okay,
Skrewy.
I still.
You didn't
okay.
do a voice for Marcus. You just spoke in your normal speaking
Yeah,
voice.
I'm doing it right now. This.
Yep.
th-
There
yeah,
we
this
are.
is how I speak. Yeah. Huh.
oh,
Wow.
there we are.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you don't need to see
Jeez,
me
what'd you do the first time?
I thought your there's something I thought was supposed to be a little bit smaller than it is.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Well, yeah.
I didn't really know. I didn't have a friend of one, but I got some books.
Maybe this time I'll be able to pass better for Marcus.
Yes, and I think that maybe that might have been something that he might have noticed, so that was a good thing I fixed it.
And the skin looks great.
Yeah.
Huh. On that, should I, not tell her that,
I was going to ask you, what do you want to do?
Well, it's gonna be real hard to try to explain that,
How doesn't would have if you were a lost soul?
Oh, that's a good point. But at least it was a body. It was at least something that that I could go down to the cleric, local cleric, and get fixed. Now I gotta if I stub a toe, I'm gonna have to give you send you a message.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be like your personal doctor, which is not what I plan to do with my life, but I can get around quickly.
I will make sure to make it worth your while. I'm not gonna just leave you hanging.
Alright. Well, I figured maybe we tell her the story, the truth, except we leave out the part about the lost soul Marcus, because it's kind of redundant if you don't know the whole thing. Makes it kind of seem like we're making it up now.
I think the whole point of keeping it simple would be the best way to do it. So...
Right, yeah, because if we came to her and said, he is a copy of a not real person, that would be a lot weirder than just saying he's a construct. Which I not to say you're not real.
Hey, I feel real. Everything hurt
Well, you,
like
right?
hell. I'm me.
Right. Might not exactly be the same Marcus that I knew before. I understand that.
Whatever Marcus I am Marcus.
The important thing is you love your wife, right? And you want to see your son?
With all my...
I keep
well,
calling
can't
her
say
your
heart.
wife. You had a wife from a long time ago. She's not your wife. You met her one time. Man! You're so
Man,
young.
Marcus was complicated, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Quite the opposite.
You are. It's complicated. How many people are you? That's what I don't think the others understand.
Here's the thing. Marcus didn't know his creator. At least I know mine.
I'll try to be as benevolent as I can.
I think you're on a good path. I really do.
Also, I'm not sure what we're going to tell the dragon, and I really don't want him to kill me.
Yeah, that's gonna be a conversation.
If I have to get out of there in a hurry, I guess you understand.
If Zell blasts me, yeah, I get it. I think he might be a little bit pissed at you, but maybe he'll see me.
So how would you feel about waiting here for maybe a little bit while we figure a few things out?
Well, I have good company with Moira.
Well, Moira is
Yeah,
actually
you will.
going to be coming with us.
Oh, never mind. You'll be alone.
Until the clock works. And,
You have your assistant
Yeah,
right
there's
here.
the servitors.
I can work with your assistant. Maybe
I
I can
mean,
be
You
helpful.
could stay with my mother, but I don't.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if what she would do around you. I mean, she might be fine, but I don't know if she.
Mark II wouldn't know about your mother, would he?
No. Could I try and write a manual for him for self-repair? Like maybe a limited self-repair, but it'd be something.
Yes, but it would take time, and I would say it would also cost a little bit of money.
Okay, well I might work on that over time then.
Okay.
So not have
Daily maintenance
exactly.
routines and stuff.
So Marcus will be like, well, I mean, I'll get some time alone. You got a really lovely lake outside, so you got a fishing rod I can use?
Yeah, actually, we could. If you want some time alone, this is not a bad place for it. Probably safer since the road. And
yeah. I'd like to be safe
for a little bit, you know.
We'll go. So we're going to.
You get beaten
Kurla.
a couple times.
We're going to Kurla and Proteus, and maybe on the way back we'll take you there. But I can talk to the others about the plan.
Okay. You got stuff in the pantry? I guess I really don't need to eat, do I?
Nope. No one here eats,
Huh.
including you.
Huh.
You can eat.
That. Huh. Well, that saves on. I guess that saves on grocery bills.
It sure does.
Oh. Well, that may not have asked to come into this, but you know what? Thanks. Still a little mad at you, but
That's fair. That's measured. I don't know if I made the right call, but I made a call. It was the only call I could
Marcus, the original, I guess. The
make.
original
Calvin or
Marcus.
Mark 1.
Well, you know what? Let's go with Mark 1. Okay, let's just start with Mark 1. He'd be thankful. If he's anything like how I feel, he'd be pissed, but he'd be thankful.
Well, that's actually going to start crying at that.
That means it all.
Moira's gonna like move in and just give Lovette a hug, sensing that Lovette's not is having some emotional distress here.
That's all I got. So unless there's anything you can think of.
All right, well we'll go ahead and pan zoom out and fade to black.
Yeah, and the next day I'll teleport back.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just kill Mark 2. Oh,
Hello?
All right.
perfect timing. Perfect.
Stop talking about
Why
it.
do we always have the
Timing.
Why is there always the whenever somebody
Outstanding.
comes out of the whenever somebody comes out of the secret room, it seems to be like perfect, as you said, timing.
So it's which kind of perfect though? Now I'm nervous.
What did I miss?
What are you talking
So is this Mark II or is this Mark III?
Yeah, I decided it was just cheaper to see which one would survive.
Right? That's, yeah, we had some money riding on that. Almost.
No, I actually miscalculated it. It turned out pretty good for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I actually saved money.
By not killing him or by killing him?
By not killing him.
Okay. By not, okay.
I mean, I'll tell you because it's not like how you only have my word to go off of. Like you weren't there to know for sure.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. We could be on Mark 5 by now.
Goes
Yeah, there were some
shit
bad
now.
disguise checks.
Shit,
So-
this one doesn't work right.
Just don't ask how many Moiras there
smash.
are. Anyway,
All right. So meanwhile, back at the Maleferant Temple, what's everybody doing here?
Right, is this your
Alrighty.
card?
I think you're getting worse.
Malefer's like, no, that's.
Petra
Well-
went off to go find Vera.
Do you find
Okay.
Vera?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
so
I went into
Petra-
this. I went into this
Yeah,
door.
Petravian, you go into a side room and there's definitely no Vera in here.
Huh.
There's a door to your right and stairs going up.
I will follow it.
Okay. You head up this way, and there's a staircase that it seems to be like wedged in the walls here. And you go up, and you find a treasury room that's up behind the altar in like a secured location.
Huh.
It seems to be the coffer for the entire Maleferan religion is in this room. So all of their valuables and gold they keep in one place.
Vera.
Would you like to loot it?
No.
Oh, go on.
Vera.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Anyway, so you look around and you eventually find Vera after searching around a bit. You find Vera over in the workshop, just off the kitchen.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, Petravian, did something go wrong with your? I look at your armor.
Isn't it spiffy?
The color's kind of off, but what can you do? Hey, I'm not saying it's bad. So, what did you do to it?
Well, it's supposed to be impervious.
I can read it here. It gains double its enhancement bonus to hardness and hit points.
Mhm.
Its break DC is double its enhancement bonus, or increases by double its enhancement bonus. And it also gains a bonus on saving throws against direct attacks equal to its enhancement bonus. So it's much more likely to survive things like rust monsters.
yeah.
It's impervious to what? Like damage?
Certain kinds of damage.
What are rust monsters? monsters.
Oh, don't even ask that.
Okay, sorry.
Fuck.
What?
I didn't know what a rust monster
They're
was.
horrible.
I'm sorry.
They're horrible
Oh yeah,
abominations.
don't worry. I've got some coming.
No, they're sweet
I
puppy
blame
dogs.
Skrewy.
What the fuck? They're sweet boys.
they're
they just
great.
want to be your friend.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah, they don't know better, and they're really docile.
I heard
Okay.
They sit in your lap and everything. They're great.
Yeah. They just love a good old armor or sword as lunch.
Do you think? I guess my question is, do you think crickets are cute?
No.
Yes.
Then you're not
Then
gonna
you're
like
not
them.
gonna Okay, then you'll be with how you hate fucking rust monsters like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna hate the shit out of them then.
So Vera's going to take out Mellifera's Sting. It's not going to be sheathed. I'm just going to hit Petravian right in the center of mass with it. Just like,
Okay. I guess make an attack roll.
cool. Give me a second.
First off, ow.
What were you expecting? Oh my god!
Oh,
He crit
shit.
with the scythe.
Oh no.
Oh shit! You actually
At least.
you actually crit.
That's legit critical too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the very just under your armor.
Okay, so I guess my question to Vera is: you said you were not sheathing.
No, this is blunt.
unsheathed.
This is a blunt staff.
Oh, this
going,
is a blunt
Oh,
staff.
okay.
Okay.
going just like straight into the sternum.
Okay. All right. In that case, it will crit, but it's not going to be _4. It's only going to be ×2. So you're struck for 44 points of damage straight in the chest. Like Vera just, like, without you even realizing you're under attack, Vera just stabs you in the sternum with this thing, and it completely wins you. Like you actually, you stumble back 5 feet, and you kind of knock into the counter behind you, and you are gasping for breath.
Did you hear that noise?
I mean, the good news is your armor is unharmed by that.
Hey, look, like it.
No
pretty
dent or anything, not even a scratch mark.
Good. Pretty good. Oh, I like the livery.
And I like just point at the iconography on the what was that even called?
The skirt. Well, not
The
the
It's
skirt.
like a
A
loincloth.
little more like a
Yeah.
loincloth, but more decorative.
I feel like I knew the name for this, but it just escaped me.
Loin piece?
Tabard?
Tabard. That is
Well-
actually. Yep. That's it. Yep.
Well, I mean, tabards are usually worn over the chest,
Right. I mean, yeah.
so
It could be.
I don't know if it's the same garment.
Could
or
he
not.
be
I
wearing
don't-
one
I
over his
imagine it would have a
chest under
specific
the
name.
armor that hangs out? I don't know how it works.
Well, tabards are worn over top of armor.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, Vera, thank you for the fucking crit. God damn it, buddy. Why? And Petra's like,
I guess you didn't need the second sack then, though. I guess it all worked out. Still, don't know what's up with the look, though.
And I'm just like looking at it.
It doesn't necessarily.
I think,
Hmm.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of a beetle.
Yeah, I can see that. It's not.
And I look at Mellifera's Sting, and I look at the armor. Is there any resemblance in the condensed elytra versus what Petra is wearing?
There's not a huge amount of similarities, no.
It's not made out of beetles. So,
I mean, I mean, she modified what I have, so it seems like they went with a stylized aspect to it. Since
Listen,
it's not
I'm not-
made of beetles.
I'm not knocking the style. It's weird. Typically, you just put your leather armor in the font, and then it imbues and kind of changes, like, organically, you know?
Well, it didn't go in the font.
Interesting.
She reached out and touched it.
It is metal. I don't even know how that... never mind.
Hmm.
Come over here.
And I'm going to usher you over to the table that
All right.
I've been working at. And you see this shoddy, kind of shitty redrawing of Methalian. I was going to say Maurice. This is a fucking name of Methalian. And you probably think that is a good thing that Vera kept her date job. Because this is pretty bad. But
I
it
mean-
gets the point across, I think.
Yeah, that's the center column there, right?
That's like the big... Alright, and I just like draw this circle in there. That's the center column.
Okay, yes. Yeah,
That
that kind of looks like where we were. I mean, we were running through there so fast, so... I mean, this is pretty good considering.
Listen, I'm not an artist, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we need to let the Hive know about what we saw.
Yes, we can't go back, but we need to free those people.
We do. And I'm going to grab my amulet and activate it so that my voice will go throughout the temple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I say, Hivekin, siblings, I don't need to mention how much we've gone through in the past 5 years to reach our goals. And I was hoping that things would be a bit less hectic. But it appears that there is more issues going on in this world than even I knew about. Many of you may know about the Dark Elves that reside beneath this continent. And we went there. And what I found is completely unsuiting to our entire goal. These people kept slaves to do their bidding. I don't think that I can put into words how far against our entire group this is. From now on, when we're training, we're not going to be training just to protect the Hive. We need to train to protect this world from these intruders. They'll come up, steal the people that they find, and take them down as prisoners and as slaves. What I'd like for each of us to do, tell the other temples about what's occurring. For any of the scholars here, go and find any information you can about the combat techniques or anything you can find out about the Dark Elves. We need to prepare ourselves, and we need to protect this land so no one else gets taken down there. They have a god protecting them. There's nothing we can do directly inside the city at the moment, but eventually we'll work our way to do so. Thank you, siblings. And I'm gonna switch off the amulet.
All right. The sound of the PA system crackling off.
Lunch today will
Honey.
Chicken nuggets
Chicken nuggets.
with honey.
Covered in honey.
And honey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's probably actually a venison, honeyed venison. It's been cooked over fire.
God damn it.
I
What did
love
you do to Chisel?
Well, obviously, they're trying to leave my memory in every part of the Hive.
What?
Venison, statues.
I
It all
got that.
makes sense.
No, it does.
We will save them. We will end this despicable
It's our purpose,
act.
brother. It's what we're here for. At least it is now. Now, come on. I need to get this piece of wood imbued. I just,
What is it?
take out this... Well, it's a piece of fucking wood. But...
What? Yeah.
Oh,
What kind of wood? God.
You think I know about fucking trees? It's fucking wood.
You're a druid.
I mean, you could
I
tell
ain't that
one
kinda
type of. You could
druid,
tell a
fam.
cherry from a mahogany.
What the fuck even is that?
It's a type of wood.
Here, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
over here.
God, it's like Philistines.
Some kind of fucking tree hugger?
As a matter of fact, I was. Now I'm a bee hugger.
You know? I mean, yes, I'm glad, but I don't think they'll like it. And I just, scoot past you. And I'm going to go up to the font.
Okay. Vera, you head up to the font.
Is Mellifera still out, or...?
Mellifera is sort of dispersed among the entire temple.
Mhm.
Did you need to...
Nope.
Did you need her to coalesce?
Nope.
Okay.
Vera would just, if I can tell that is, Vera would just probably smile, just say, just normal introductions and all that, you know? It's one person that Vera, straight up usually smiles to. And Vera's going to put this piece of wood into the font and is going to then assort all the amber within.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'd like to turn this into is a mask that will imbue plus 15 to intimidate.
Damn.
Okay.
And Vera will outstretch their arms, as is their typical meditation to Mellifera. And just kind of do the blessing that she normally does when she imbues these artifacts.
Okay. So let's see. That was... How much
So
was that?
So it's 22,500.
Jesus.
Okay, hold on.
Because 15 squared times 100, correct?
Yeah, 22,500 sounds right. So, hold on, do some maths here.
Huh.
Okay, cool. So, Mellifera is sort of... You can feel this energy from the font as you dip this piece of wood into the font. You feel this energy flowing into it from all the amber you add. And Mellifera's form is going to coalesce nearby you. Hello, sister.
Ah, sister. It's good to see you. Has everything been all right in the hive?
Yes, I heard your message. I'm glad that you have a new goal simply beyond existing. It's good to have things that we strive for.
True, but to be fair, I wish that this wasn't a goal that we had to deal with.
I understand. It's a shame that people like that exist, and that a creature like that which hungers exists. And we aren't in a position to strike out at them yet, but I believe we will be soon.
Agreed. But right now, we have to make sure that everyone's prepared so we don't lose anyone defending everyone else. And I pull this mask out, and can I describe what it would look like?
Yeah, but about that, it is going to take some time to create.
Oh, you got it.
All crafted magic items are going to have a certain amount of crafting time involved. So I did some maths on it, and I believe if Mellifera works on it day and night, which she's able to do because she can be in more than one place, it would be 7.5 days.
Okay.
So
I can teleport
construct
here.
it.
So
is it all right if you wait that long to get it, or is this something you needed like immediately?
Oh no, it's fine. Like I said, I can teleport to it anyway. So
okay, cool. But yeah, you can describe what it looks like if you want.
So I think you'd be able to see the ridging at least start, and if anyone's near, it basically looks kind of like an in-between between like a hornet or wasp head and a is that centurion, like the Roman kind of armor, the helmet. It's kind of like a mixture of that, but it's just like a face mask. It has 2 eye holes.
So when worn, does it change shape at all or look different when you wear it?
I think if anything, it would just conform to the face more so that it doesn't require a strap.
Cool. Okay.
We all wear masks, metaphysically speaking.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad we all went to the same place.
Yeah.
Because even before you even said that line, I was like, oh yeah, like the mask.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So, what's that for?
It's to let people know that are going against us. That's probably not the best choice.
Nice.
Because clearly, and I point to the coloration on my armor, because clearly this isn't working for some reason.
Well,
this is literally a design created by nature itself.
Well,
to stop people from fucking with us.
yeah.
Mellifera kind of like gives you a half shrug. Like
I would
it's kind of my design.
I would say that your boom form is terrifying. So if they're not running when they see you like that, they have a death wish, and we need to oblige them.
What do you mean terrifying? It's beautiful.
Have you ever seen somebody's mouth split down the center? That is an unpleasant view. Can anybody else back me up on that?
It's designed to be that way. It's kind of perfect.
Yes, but
going
from a fused jaw to 2 jaws is terrifyingly, objective terrifying.
Listen, you just don't know art, all right?
I know art. I know art.
It's just such good delivery.
Listen, if anything, this will hopefully help us just to get the point across.
Agreed. I mean, we are going to an unknown place. Mostly.
We're also going to an area that no one's been allowed to go into, like, ever, apparently.
Yeah, that is a point.
So, as you all are talking at the font at the front of this temple, Vera, you're going to hear something in your head.
Oh, all right.
You hear a voice pipe in. Hi, Vera. It's been a while. I was hoping you were still in the world-saving business because we could really use your help. Thanks. You recognize the voice. It's Siva.
Oh,
What?
And that's where we're going to take a break.
Ooh!
My wife!
fuck. My wife?
I miss her so much.
Oh
My vibe.
Damn, we were just in fucking heart and shit.
Right?
Yeah,
Couldn't have
right.
called us
You
when
were-
we were there.
You were 10 feet from her and you didn't say hi, so...
I mean,
see.
I can't. I can't.
I know.
And I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
I'm
I
not
didn't
care.
Well, I didn't think that's where you were leading us. I thought you were worried about... I thought if she saw Marcus, she was going to fucking flip her shit.
Oh, she
reasonably.
would have.
Yeah.
No, she would have. She
Yeah.
would have flipped her shit. You're absolutely... No, you're absolutely right.
She might have killed him. So honestly, I'm glad that she didn't.
It's like, it's a demon! You recognize the voice is Siva.
Is this a message that I can respond to?
It's a sending spell, so you can reply with up to 25 words.
Excuse me? Is there something you need? I'll see if I can get over there, alright?
That's
The end.
not... People can't respond to the questions thing. Imagine...
Because the question was, I hope you guys are still in the hero business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. So
Yep.
that was my response.
If the money's right. Oh.
Does Vera send emails like this that like ask 3 questions? It's like fucking. How was I supposed to answer that?
Wait, how many words was that?
Not 25, I don't think.
I'm going to say, you do realize the Deadlands is expanding, right?
It probably cuts off halfway through that sentence.
Cool.
You do realize that cut.
I was hoping that if you'd at least get the Deadlands.
I was hoping you do realize that the dead was it.
Alright, cool.
Rising.
So, Vera kind of like just blinks and looks around. Siva contacted us. I look at Petravian.
Huh.
You guys don't actually even know who that is.
Are we in the same room? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Petra barely knows who
Kurla,
that is.
Riz, Petravian, and Vera are all by the font right now.
Oh, a friend of yours?
I do like this, like,
Um.
wavy motion.
Oh, okay.
Criminal.
Okay.
I'm about to, like, finish, like, criminal, underlord or something, but it's a criminal. Just leave it at
Underlord.
that.
Someone from the Nine Hells?
What? No. Harnshin.
We were just there. Why didn't she contact you then?
I mean, none of us said hi.
We didn't go
Criminal,
to the
aren't we
tavern.
supposed to be the good ones?
Well, I mean, she isn't, like, horrible, I don't think.
Well, the better
Might
question
be.
is, what did they want?
Fuck if I know. They just said, oh, I hope that you're in the hero business still. And that's it. Do you know how many words you can send with a spell? More than fucking that.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems a little stingy with the details, but then again...
Listen, we'll see if we can have Lovette teleport us there, maybe? If it's something actually important.
I don't think we're going to see them till tomorrow, right?
No.
Alright.
Has she got like a flair for the dramatic, this one? Is she, going for the understatement so she can do the big reveal thing?
Probably.
One of those, right.
A bit of
Fun.
showboating, kind of just flair.
Ugh. Wait. What is the business other than Underlord?
Businesswoman?
Mobster? I don't know.
So she gets money from people.
Yes.
Yeah, in a way.
From what I've been able to tell, not necessarily poor people, because they don't have money.
Kurla, you hear Riz mumble, competition.
Also, last time I tried to kill her, it didn't work, so
Kurla grins.
Do you want to kill her?
there's no reason to.
Oh. Why did you try to kill her?
Well, she was attacking someone else, potentially. So, I did my job, and then I blew up.
What the fuck?
You blew up?
Yeah, jeez.
Like you got mad, right?
No, like, she used a bunch of fire, and I almost died.
Huh.
Wow.
Are there a lot of people in your life who you haven't tried to kill at one point or another?
I kind of, like, look up, like, trying to think. I mean, most people here.
Oh.
You didn't try to kill Marcus, did you?
I mean,
You did.
might be literally why he's gone.
I gave him an ultimatum.
We successfully
All
killed
right.
that bitch.
I said that if he didn't do the thing, then I would do the thing for him.
Yes, but you didn't try to kill them. Technically.
Once again, I look up, trying to think if I tried to kill Marcus. I mean, I didn't kill him. Definitely not. In fact,
you didn't try. You threatened, but you didn't try. And that's what counts.
For the most part, I tried to keep him healthy, if anything.
Well, there you go.
So it'd be more fun to kill, or I'm still quite confused. Point is, look, are we contacting Lovette then to try and get back to Hartenshire in a jiffy, or what are we doing?
We'll just wait a day for Lovette to get here. I doubt that she has the capacity to be able to teleport one more time. We moved around a lot already today.
So we're in for the night then, are we?
We are. You're welcome to stay anywhere here, but I assume you're gonna go with Riz.
I haven't quite made up my mind yet. I had an interesting conversation with your god earlier.
And Vera looks kind of nervous. Everything all right?
Well, I'm still here. I haven't been shunned or kicked out or cursed again, so I assume everything went all right. I was just about to say that I feel a little bit more comfortable here than I have before, so that's nice. I'll probably still go with Rez then, though.
Suit yourself.
But the food works for you.
But I appreciate the hospitality. It's kind of you.
Did you find anything else about, the, hunger problem? Vera tries to be a bit delicate, but horribly so.
I didn't mention it. It's I'm working my way up to. It's not an easy topic to broach, all right.
I mean, do you want me to say something, or is that not allowed?
I'll say something when the time's right, all right. Thank
Fine.
you. Just it's a little awkward.
Fine.
I promise not to eat anyone while I'm here, if that helps you at all.
I mean, I didn't expect it. I was more concerned about Marcus. Petravian?
I was not.
Yes.
Shall we?
Let's.
Alright. So, Vera's just going to go to her room.
And Petra will head off to his cottage.
Riz will just set up a rope in the middle of the fucking temple. Fucking Vardo Vargon, bitches.
I wonder how many bees
Are just gonna be on that rope.
are going to go into here, Vardo.
I mean, they have to climb it, so...
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
They can't just jump
Bees
into
can
it?
climb.
No. I mean, they can climb, sure, but...
You're gonna make little bee rooms for each one with little bee pillars.
I can only do the rooms when casting the spell.
We already have a giant
Yeah,
beehive.
technically, so there's already one, so, if they wanted, they could just go in that.
Yeah, bees are definitely going to find their way in there.
That's okay. They don't steal money, I'm fine.
Well, I mean, when
Unlike-
you cast it, Kurla will follow you up the rope.
Okay.
Does the hive have a library?
It probably has some books. It doesn't have a library yet.
Not a vast amount.
Okay.
Let me see.
I mean, we're gonna go to Hardenshin, so there will be a library.
There's a bookshelf in the northeast part of the temple,
Okay.
but that's about it.
Yeah, so you can look in there if you want to look at anything.
Petra's gonna peruse all the books there and see if he sees any indication of that symbol that he knows of.
All right.
For that was on Vera's back, on their left shoulder.
There you go. You
I'm
remembered.
remembering. Roll would you need for that?
There is no such information
No such
on that
information.
bookshelf, no.
Why would she keep that?
I mean, it's a potential.
Sounds a little fucked up, though.
It definitely wouldn't have been based on more information that actually guys already know that the other hive was destroyed anyway. So
Yeah.
that's where the information, if it was there, would have been.
For a horrifying moment, I thought you were going to go through the library looking for more pterodactyl porn, so I'm glad that we dodged that bullet.
Oh, we have that.
We already have that.
You want
It's
to
a
look at
shrine? I mean, oddly
It's the
enough,
first
it's
print.
checked out. Why is it checked out?
a giant dragon came over looking for some.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Use this MacGuffinite as collateral."
You got him hooked on the series. I mean, that's what it means.
Oh, it's a
You gotta
series. It's
find
a whole
out. You get
series.
invested in the characters.
Yeah.
You want to find out what happens, you know?
That's what the Scholastic Book Fair is all about. Is introducing books to new readers.
So you buy the rest of them. After looking through all the books, he will retire back to his cottage.
All right. You find that Chisel is sort of parked outside it, chewing on flowers.
Chisel, buddy,
So many flowers destroyed.
you do realize they need these flowers, right?
Chisel just looks at you, just completely uncaring.
You know they're oof.
Chisel's mouth opens and a flower falls out of it, and then Chisel just steps on the flower.
This is why the bees are dying, Chisel. You're why the bees are dying.
You do realize they need these flowers for honey, right?
Chisel rolls his eyes.
You son of a bitch. I'm with these people now, and by extension, so are you.
Oh, I love it.
So, Petra will grab the reins and get him right in his face.
So you will behave. Understand?
Intimidate check, bluff check.
Intimidate check, sure.
I'm pretty sure Chisel's going to be pretty good at headbutting. So... Chisel's going to make a combat maneuver.
Okay.
What a piece of
we're
shit.
gonna do this? Fine.
Outstanding.
Alright, that is a 33.
Fuck,
What's your
my
CMD?
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Petra's CMD. 33.
Nice.
Oh my god.
It's literally what I rolled.
Yep.
So it still works, right?
So it succeeds.
Meter hit.
So
Aw.
Chisel is going to headbutt you and knock you to the ground.
Oh.
Hey Beardy, how close is the cottage to the rest of the mellifera?
It's a little ways away.
Okay, so people aren't like gathering round and taking
No.
bets.
No.
Darn.
We're having
Chisel. Chisel will headbutt you to the ground and then turn around and start munching on another flower.
You son of a bitch.
Petra stands back up.
He grabs his hammer.
I'm gonna kill this fucking elk.
I should have done. I'm gonna do what I should have done a long time ago.
Petra's going to... Oh, jeez. Okay. No, he's not going to go for his hammer. He is going to combat maneuver to grab the antlers and slam him to the ground.
Yeah, to me that would be grappling, yeah.
Yeah, let me grapple.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Nichijou where the principal suplexes a deer?
That is a nat 20.
Of course it's a nat 20.
Literally the skit we got going.
So,
Of course,
I'm going to
Because of course it's a
I'm
nat
doing
20.
exactly that. That scene. Petra
Yes, because
grabs his
Skrewy
rein.
rolled a d20, so of course it comes up at 20. That's what happens.
Petra grabs the antlers and spins Chisel around.
Okay, so you initiate a grapple. Your buddy's going to try to break his way out, and he very nearly does, but does not quite break grapple. So you can try to pin him if you'd like.
I would. Is that another CMB?
Yep,
You got it. A 28.
not quite good enough. He's going to try to break free. He does not.
Yes.
Do it again.
Yes.
I can't believe this is happening.
Yes. Petra has suplexed Chisel.
Well, maybe. You're,
Well, maybe.
You're working on it.
Roll
You're
another
working
one.
on it.
Working on it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you're working on it. You haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. Another CMB. 32.
Woo!
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah!
All right. So in that case, you suplex Chisel and pin him to the ground.
By proxy, I'm just so proud of Archie right now for not being the little shit that Chisel is.
Yeah, we're fixing on
Like,
fixing
I'm
his
so
little
glad
whack.
mine is a good boy right now.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
working
have to
on
try
Chisel.
and suplex him because that would not happen.
Petravian goes, "No!
Who is in charge? Say it.
You, father.
Do you just tell the thing that can't speak? Say it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
No. I was just making sure I knew.
Waiting on that response there, big guy.
All right, so yeah, Chisel he's just hunkered there. He is not blessed with the ability to speak, so he can't really
I didn't know if
say
he was going
anything.
to. I didn't know if he was going to like. "Mm."
I was expecting like elk scream.
Oh my god.
Fine. Are you going to be a good boy now? Give me a 1 snort for yes, 2 for no.
There's no answer.
You have a stubborn bitch of an elk. I gotta tell you what. What a little shit he is.
Do you need another reminder?
I'm so ready for like Redoobie or somebody to come out and just watch this man repeatedly suplexing this wild animal.
Oh god, it hurts!
Just like, what is going on? What is that? Brother Petra? Are you okay?
We're fine here, Redoobie. Just teaching Chisel some manners.
I'm telling Sister Vera.
I want Malevolent
Fine.
to come out and watch and see what's going on.
Then later on we'll see Redoobie suplex a dog.
I love it for watching you! Oh god.
I'm going to let you go now. Do not eat their flowers.
And Petra will release grapple.
All right. So Chisel's going to kind of flop over to the ground and right himself and stand up. He's going to start meandering away.
Uh-oh. Chisel's gonna remember that.
You see the little fucking thing in the corner of the screen.
Yeah, probably.
This is my favorite moment of the entire session. And there's no beating it.
That's
pretty good.
I haven't laughed that hard in ages. Goodness gracious. Why was that so funny? Oh.
People are just like clapping.
I'm just glad the rolls allowed it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, so good.
Petra will be like, dust his hands off and like,
Well,
Yep, another fight well fought for Eden.
for Malefica now.
Both? Just one?
For Malefica and Eden?
That's your choice, bro.
yeah, how about for Malefica, because this fucker won't stop eating the flowers. Especially because Eden... Ugh.
And Eden's like, oh, I mean, I made those flowers, so.
Glad we had this talk.
Oh my god.
I just imagine Petravian says that like long after Chisel's already walked away.
You just made the evil guy just there. We're gonna get to the end. It's gonna be Chisel.
Oh god, that'd be beautiful. Oh.
Well,
He's sitting at a throne and takes the hooves off and has the hands underneath.
Hands underneath it, yes. Blah. Hoof hands. Ah.
Alright, so Varus goes to sleep.
I'm pretty sure we just go to sleep in the Varda.
You got it.
And Petra will go to sleep in his cottage.
Well, in that case, let me go ahead and advance time forward.
Suplex to deer. Check.
So that makes it now the 23rd of June, Thursday. Petravian,
Yes.
you walk out of your home,
Uh-huh.
your cabin, and your first step out of the cabin, you step in something.
Mine also can't do that, so I don't have to worry about that one.
I know that this is you playing Chisel, but that son of a bitch.
Well, what is it?
What is it there, Beardy?
Oh, I mean, you stepped in some animal dung.
Fucking
Somehow was on your doorstep. Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. Big pile of animal dung. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No carrots for him for a month.
Starve the fucker out.
Oh, he'll have his normal oats, but he will not get the sweet deliciousness of carrots or apples. You hear that, asshole?
Okay, first of all, those are two completely different tiers. Like, apple and carrot? Carrot is way, like, bottom dirt. Apple's up here.
Not for
big
health
leaves.
necessarily.
Not for no. I mean, they're both very delicious. In any case, he ain't getting shit. You hear that?
No, Petravian already got it on his boots.
Ah.
All right. So what's the rest of the team doing?
As I clean off my boot.
I think we just get up in the morning and wait for Lovette.
All right. So at what point does Lovette rejoin the group?
Soon as I got teleport ready.
Okay. So
Yeah, and for Vera would probably be helping people train a bit. Maybe spend a bit of time with Reduvi, just probably at the training ground.
okay. So has Reduvi made it back to the temple?
I mean, I thought they were heading out like within the week or something that we were in the Holy City.
Okay. Cool. All right. In that case, yeah, she's hanging around.
Yeah, she can't do any of the weapon stuff, but is just watching, kind of trying to memorize how people are doing their moves and stuff.
Petra will clod up to the training grounds.
Sister Vera,
Brother, you seem stressed.
had a bit of a disagreement with Chisel last night.
I can relate every day, but what is it this time?
Does something smell like shit?
Yes, it does.
It smells fine here.
No, I mean like something legitimately smells like shit.
I would like to think that I got the better of him, but unfortunately, seems like I got something from the end of him.
Let's
Oh, did he shit on you?
No,
Is
he
that what
shit on
happened?
my front porch. I was trying to convince him to stop eating the flowers, and I thought I got through to him, but apparently he wants to be a little bit of a bitch.
I mean, I can completely see that, because that's what it's been the entire time. Did you try tying him up or something at all?
Well, that's just
Right.
rude.
What do you mean? You could turn him into stone, can't you?
I could, but I don't like to do that to him. I don't like to do it. It's for emergencies, but I'll get through to him at some point.
Uh-huh. Have fun talking to your deer. Just make sure he stops eating all the flowers.
Working on it. How did the recruits look?
I mean, the usual. They say we haven't been able to train with this routine for a while, but they'll get the hang of it.
It is looking a little bit... Sloppy's not the right word, but not as tight as it needs to be.
We have time to train.
I hope so.
So there is a flash of light as a teleport circle appears and activates, and standing now in front of the Mellifera temple, you see the following.
Marcus is not there, but Moira is.
So we
She
drop
gonna
one
die.
off, we pick up another one.
Hello. Good morning to you too.
Oh, hi everyone! Hello!
Look, I was going to discuss it, but it would be easier to bring you as first. We leave the cart behind, away from danger all the time. We don't want the horse to get hurt. So, I figure if we keep her in vicinity of that, she should be fine.
As long as she doesn't go in my house or touch my horse.
Okay? Is that all right with you, Moira?
I mean, apparently I'm a horse, so sure.
You're not a horse. I'm just saying, you're not the combat type. But we can see the world now. Alright, so are you ready
I mean,
to
I'm
go?
just happy to be included, I guess. Hi everyone!
Hello?
Kurla
Anyways.
just looks at Lovette and just sighs. Just this long, long sigh.
Lovette. Siva was asking if we could stop by. Can you bring us over there?
Siva and Halvingen? Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's about. She was cryptic about it, I guess.
Before we go, is it alright? I was hoping to speak with Melifera about something.
She's here. You just go into the temple.
Okay.
I'll head in. Although I take a few steps forward, and since I still don't have like a leg in the leg slot, I stumble for a second, and I've got these little. The back of my coat deploys little wings that flutter, and I regain my balance.
Oh shit! What kind of wings?
The little golden mechanical wings.
Any specific shape at all, or?
I mean, they're not like bat wings, right? They're just feathery looking.
Okay.
And they maybe have some recognizable parts, or at least I'd say they're coming out of the same general area where the arms would come out of.
Gotcha. All right.
So yeah.
Moira also jumps to steady you as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
Wait.
I mean, remember, you're still only walking around on one of those.
Yeah. We'll get that taken care of soon.
You promise? You really should take care of yourself more.
Oh, yes. Weird.
So, what? You took your leg apart and made wings with it?
Not really like. Well, those things were kind of a part of my past that I needed to put behind me.
Oh, from Hatcha.
I thought I recognized those pieces.
It's a really pretty temple you have here.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Quite old, but we've made use of it. Still needs work, though.
Moira takes out a book and starts scribbling in it.
That's wow. And I'm gonna head in, go up to the altar, not waste people's time too much.
Okay, you head into the Temple of Melifera, and as you approach the Font of Honey, a swarm of bees will coalesce into a physical form.
Oh, I didn't think I was actually going to get to speak with you in person,
Hello,
face
Lovette.
to face. Wonderful.
And to what do I owe the visit?
You've done a lot for me, and I haven't done a lot directly for you, and I can change that, but I need to ask a favor. If you can, as you might know, my mother is in the class of that witch young girls, and I gave up the last chance I really had to break her free with its permission. And I know it is a very strong and jealous clip. I don't know if you have the power yet, but I was hoping if there was a way you could help me. Help her, please.
I understand, but understand that I have no sway over the soul of your mother. This was an agreement that was bound between the two of them long ago. I simply can't move in and take over without either a lot more power or some sort of faith on the part of your mother.
There's nothing that could be done.
Not in my current strength, no.
If I let my mother heal, if she converted to the face all the time, would that save her?
Perhaps, but it would be difficult. Understand that her existence has been claimed by another. In order to free her of that, I would have to face that which hungers directly. And I'm simply not there yet.
If there's anything I can do, if there's anything that can be done, I'll do it. Just tell me.
I would need more divine power. That can come from faith or from any sort of divinely enhanced object.
Oh,
I'll do what I can to help you. It's the least I can do for your help in bringing me back to life.
thank you. Bye. I guess we should get going.
Mellifera will nod and turn back into a swarm of bees.
Bees. Bees. Me and the boys up at 12 o'clock looking for bees. Bees nuts.
Otherwise, I'm doing it. I'm looking for bees.
So I think that Vera right now is out with everyone else, and it's just kind of like pacing around, kind of looking at Moira.
Like I said, Moira's sort of just looking around, like scribbling notes down or making little sketches inside of a book, and is just sort of taking all the sights and sounds in right now.
Vera, what's on your mind?
Oh, nothing. The flowers are just simply beautiful today, aren't they?
I believe that is one of the worst lies I think I've ever heard from you.
So, do you two want to take bets on if it'll live or not?
I give it about 24 hours, maybe 36 if it's lucky.
I was gonna give it like 2 days. Wait. They count on their fingers. Oh.
Yeah, 2 days sounds about right. 48 hours, absolute max. I mean, if Vera doesn't
Why, what are
finish
you
it off, then
planning on
I'm...
doing?
What was that?
What would
Lovette
Lovette
comes back.
Lovette comes out of the temple.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Don't leave me out of it. I always have a good racket.
What's a racket?
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
There's a tennis court around the side, I think.
A what?
I know. It seems kind of extravagant for what I've seen, but I guess you got the same shape. So, are we going to Haltington?
I mean, that'd be preferable. See what Siva wants.
Yeah, we got to visit your Dark Lord friend.
What? Wait, are we going back underground? What?
Did I get
No,
the phrasing wrong?
It's the mafia, like boss.
Your
kind of.
criminal friend person.
Mobster.
That's
The
it.
crime lord?
That's the one.
Crime
That one.
right.
I got it half right. I said that she was a criminal. All right.
I mean, she's nice enough. Like, she's like... let's go.
You just like.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. So you're gonna step on that pad.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yo.
did.
Oh, nice.
All right. So the lot of you whoosh over. And so I guess my question is, how many targets can Lovette bring along with one jump?
Well, I replaced Marcus with Moira, so it should still be.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I believe it's half my levels, which would be 7
An additional medium or smaller creature per 3 caster levels.
for 3.
And you are level
14.
14. So you could bring 4 people? Am I understanding that right?
I guess so. Alright, yeah, I'll come back and get her after we're done in Heart and shit. After I bring everybody else to the cart. Because I have enough jumps for that, potentially.
You know what? I have an alternate solution.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have an alternate solution. So it's every 3 caster levels. So if you were, say, 15, you would have an extra person, right? Because it was 12 and then 15. So if you were level 15, you'd have enough space to bring everybody.
That's correct.
So, you know what? Party levels.
Alright,
But we'll do the leveling part after the
Mhm.
recording, okay?
I'm down for
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Beardy.
that. Yeah, thank you.
No, it's just you guys were. It's been a while since y'all leveled anyway, so we don't level from side quests, but
Right.
you made it through a little bit of shit here, so.
I'm certainly not going to complain. Thank you.
Petra had combat.
I mean,
That's what pushed it over.
Yeah, beating Chisel. That gets you the XP you needed.
Cannon.
He was just the last little bit.
Right over the
That's
top.
how it goes.
It's called
Alright,
grinding,
so- Alright.
folks.
So you guys arrive in front of the Heartstring Tap Room on the street.
Knock on the door with my cane.
Yeah, and everyone realizes this is the same place we
Huh.
teleported to.
We
last
were
time.
literally right in front of your friend's place?
Yep, and she couldn't look out the window, I guess.
And you guys couldn't visit her?
Well,
Well, I mean, there were more souls, friend, than ours, but
yeah, also, she saw Malchus, I think you might have,
Not bring him in, I don't know. I know Vera doesn't really care about anyone other than those in the hive.
I mean,
she's never
rude.
met Moira before, so
Untrue?
that should be okay.
Very doesn't answer. So Vera's going to open up the door and just walk inside.
All right.
Okay, so
You open up the door and head inside. You see that the Heartstring Tap Room is operating at about as it normally does. Sitting at the bar and kind of looking a little bit nervous is a familiar figure. You see one Siva. She looks slightly older than the last time you saw her. It has been a few years.
Oh, humans.
Yeah, right? Because humans, and they're aging quickly.
Disgusting.
And she is wearing a red dress with black accents on it. It's a bit different than the last one she was wearing. But, you know, it's been some time, so she's updated her wardrobe a little bit. She's still a raven-haired beauty. And she looks up from a glass of wine and quickly gets up from the bar and walks over toward you.
And Vera will approach.
I'll wave.
Eva,
She smiles and gives you all a polite nod. I'm glad you made it here as quickly as you could.
Is something going on?
Oh, yes. I suppose you are still in the world-saving business?
I mean, there is an entire dead land that is creeping upon everybody.
Oh, good. You're aware of the situation.
It's kind of our fault.
Kurla!
I'm sorry, what? She looks genuinely, like, concerned about that last bit.
Wait,
Why would
it's
you
not-
tell anyone
What?
that?
No, some box in the Deadlands got destroyed somehow.
Just because I exploded it. With
how
god
would-
power.
The
I was
Deadlands
saving
has been like
Lovette.
that for an age, and it hasn't moved. And you're telling me that you guys broke it?
Yeah, kind of.
First of all, I wasn't there, so
I was saving Lovette, not my fault.
Yeah. It's my fault.
Okay. I guess hi to your new friends here.
Oh,
Yes.
hello there.
Yes.
My name
I'm
is
Siva.
Raisin.
I'm Kurla. Nice to make your acquaintance.
I'll hold out a hand to shake.
Siva will take your hand and kind of give it a little shake, a little polite shake there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy. Probably something befitting an elderly person.
It's been 5 years, Beardy!
No. That's how she's seeing you.
Okay.
She doesn't want to hurt you.
I thought you were telling me that she looked ancient. I was like, fuck
No. If you had to put an age on Siva, you'd probably think that she's probably somewhere in her like low 30s.
Okay.
So ancient.
Yeah, ancient for a human, right?
It is good to meet you, the friend of our friends.
Yes. These are some interesting folks. I have a bit of history with these. Well, these two at least.
And then there's Petra.
So, is something in addition to the Deadlands that you need to help with, or is that the thing? Because we're
Oh, that's pretty much it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
the
on
Deadlands
it.
are
We're
expanding,
working on
so
you don't have to worry animals, and you do. You know, moving is not a bad
So-
idea. So.
Would
What's
you
your-
just let the lady talk?
So what's your plan?
well-
What are you gonna do about it? Since you apparently caused it.
Well,
Oh shit! Did I
first
say that
we're-
part out loud?
You did.
Yes?
But I mean, if it wasn't anybody else, it probably would have been us that did it. But,
Ugh.
who else would have done this kind of crap?
What
Okay,
what is it?
so what we're doing?
We're on our
What?
way actually to the Protean Empire, I think.
Correct. Good job.
Well, getting the Deadlands at the source. We're going to where the mega spells were made. We're going to figure out if there's a way to reverse it, which of course there is, and then we're gonna do that.
Why don't you just find the source of the power and just go there and stop it?
That's what
Wouldn't that make more sense anyway?
isn't that what we're doing?
I mean, in the Deadlands, something's got to be at the heart of it, right?
I mean, we kind of destroyed the thing that was at the heart of it.
I'm not sure how the heart of it is.
I mean, just use detect magic and just find
The
what's
whole
stronger.
place is magic.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
place
that
is
doesn't
magic.
work.
Have you ever been there?
Of course not. Suicide.
Then why the fuck are you giving us advice?
It's not that scary.
Huh? What do you actually know? Huh?
I mean, a bit, but
What?
Okay.
What?
not
What bit?
really here or there. But look, just
Like what?
can't you do something about it? I don't know. It's
We're
Yes.
working
growing
on
every
it.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're on it.
all on it.
Out of curiosity, since we've not really been, in this part of the world, how quickly is it growing? Is it sort of a regular rate? Has it been increasing, decreasing?
Well, if you've noticed, the city is not in a full panic because it's still sort of not common knowledge yet. But I would say in the next couple of weeks, that's going to change.
Ooh,
Because,
okay.
folks like you are talking about it, and people are finding out.
2 weeks.
And
Couple of weeks, 2 weeks.
couple of weeks
Dependencies.
probably before people start to realize that it's definitely growing because the town of Edge is gone.
Oh, gone.
So
Gone.
Gone.
Well,
yeah,
Do you happen to
Yeah.
know where the people from there went? By any chance?
no.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe because you know things.
I
Yeah.
mean, the next thing that's happened is that they've increased the garrison at Fort Hawk, and there's pretty much no reason for that because
No.
you can't really fight this thing.
That sounds kind of crazy. But
So-
I get it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Are they going to hit it with a sword? It's not going to work.
Okay.
So those people are probably going off to their deaths.
Well, I mean, being in the Deadland doesn't mean that they're dead. We went there. We came
Well,
back.
if they try to stay there and fight off whatever attacks the fort as soon as the threshold crosses them. I mean, you know as well as anyone the Deadlands aren't empty.
Yeah.
No, but oh shit. Anyway, look, I mean, 13 days. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. We can do like what, 4 days at most.
Because here's the real thing. I know that the Deadlands aren't expanding quickly.
Yeah.
But the city isn't exactly mobile. And
Okay.
as soon as people realize what's going to happen, there's going to be rioting in the streets. There's going to be total chaos.
Okay.
And lots of people are going to die from that before the Deadlands ever get here.
Right.
What do you think we should do about that? What are we supposed to do about that? That sounds more like something you could do.
I'm going to break as many kneecaps as I need to keep things calm around here, but I need someone to stop the Deadlands from expanding.
We're working on it. I mean,
We were literally on our way out the door to go off to try to fix one half of this whole problem.
But, if you have any information or sources, places you can point us towards that would help us make it, get it done a little bit faster, that would be very helpful.
Yeah. Do you have any information on the Protean Empire that we could have? Or the Kintao Empire that you might have?
Deadlands.
I mean, I've heard rumors from the Deadlands, but a lot of it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Okay.
There was
No, same stuff.
there was a group of explorers up there, adventurers, that about half of them didn't make it out. The Deadlands have kind of started to go crazy inside. Apparently, things are getting worse, and things that people have been used to aren't quite like they used to be. So it's throwing a lot of people off. One of the things that people could count on in the Deadlands was predictability, right? You always knew where something was, or
Right.
where a certain thing would be, and that's all kind of thrown out the window now. And I've heard a couple different stories that sort of indicate, or at least implicate, the same figure. People keep seeing a ghost up there, a ghost that wears armor and has a flaming sword.
Ooh. That's Keni,
So-
not Riz, I promise.
So I don't know what that has to do with anything, but apparently it's been seen a few different times, and it seems to have a lot of things with it.
When you say things, what kind of things?
Well, skeletons and ghosts and things. Whatever denizens of the Deadlands it can pull together.
What kind
I
of
don't wanna-
armor is it wearing? Is there any, any better description of it, or just armor and a flaming sword?
I don't want to suggest that it's gathering an army, but that's certainly what it sounds like.
So do we go and fight Ghost Soul head on, or we just we need to panic more and move faster.
We need.
Okay.
She just gives you like an animated shrug. She's like, "You're the heroes here."
What do
We need to stop the Deadlands. We need to go to the Protean Empire, to the Kintao Empire, to knock out these spells.
But do we even know that will work?
I can guarantee you, walking in there going against somebody with a flaming sword is not going to end well.
I don't know that I take your guarantee on that, but I do have a bad feeling about it. So I will agree that hesitancy is a great idea. But
Because even if we defeat the guy with the flaming sword, the Deadlands is still going to be growing.
do we know that? No, maybe we won't.
Well, what would killing a ghost do to stop the Deadlands?
What is causing it to get bigger? What is the basically?
Well, didn't you guys destroy a giant box or something?
But they were going to big more boxes. It's all just kind of we just break things until it works.
Well, did you guys try to put it back together or anything?
How? No, they don't put together those kinds of things.
It's a box, isn't it?
It's not just a box. I think. I don't know. It's not the engineering problem.
Now, I forget. Or how did we come to the conclusion that we had to go to the Kintao and the Protean Empire
Yeah, it's
for
been a
the
while.
Yeah,
other...
I'm not clear on that either.
It's been a minute.
I think it was the genie said that they would be the ones that would know how to stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah, because like he basically said that the people, like the groups that made the mega spells, are on opposite sides of the continent essentially. So
But
Right.
they
want to
Like-
learn
Yeah.
how the magic works.
They were
What?
made like 700 years ago, though. 753 odd years ago. So my assumption was always just that we should just find the other the Kintao version of that mega spell somewhere in the Deadlands and get rid of that one as well, and hopefully they would balance out. But
Like, so, there was a genie. Yeah, he told us to do this plan. That's where we're coming from. The ghost saw these bad. It's good to know, but bad news. Thank you.
And where's this genie?
Riz just kind of looks like they're looking at something else, playing with their hair.
They wandered off a little. Yeah, you know how genies are. Sage nod as if they have a clue what they're talking about.
Do you think you
Did
can
I-
get them to come back?
I have no idea what happened to the genie.
Did I ever even see the genie?
I don't
You definitely
think
did,
so.
because he was with us in, oh wait, no, you were still Hummel then. Yeah, you never met the genie as Vera.
Wait, there was a genie?
I mean, maybe as a bee, but like, didn't ever talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was when you were a bee.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Where did he go?
Well, it's getting late. Shouldn't we get back to the cart?
Do you think you could call them back?
He seems
No.
to know.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
He kind of doesn't have a memory anymore.
What? Why?
why?
Well, I exchanged a wish to find out what had happened to me. And because of how cursed I am, he also became cursed and didn't have any more memories. And then he left this world. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, good. Yeah, so as you can see, Siva, we've got it under control. Alright, see you again.
Like,
Siva is
Locked
just
in tight.
pinching the bridge of her nose.
That's fighting to do this, not to do the same.
We got this
Listen.
on lock.
We're working on it,
We are.
but there doesn't seem to be anything that we could necessarily do inside the Deadlands. We don't have any kind of magic that can suppress this that I know of.
We could go fight Ghost Hell, but if he's out of our reach and he kills us all, that's it. That's all.
Should I ask the gods at all?
Maybe. I don't know if the gods are really
That's-
how involved
that's-
they are in this.
Well, do any of them know about this kind of magic?
Terrace? Underworld?
Well,
If you
what's
see
the
me-
Skeletons?
have-
Undead?
I mean, whichever one you can talk to, I guess.
Well, Owen's not gonna fucking answer, so... Terrace will have to do. So, Riz will sit down at a table in this bar and kind of just prop their chin on their hands, and then they'll concentrate. And I'm gonna use half of my fate points to converse with him.
Okay.
So 6.
The room becomes noticeably colder.
For everyone?
Yeah, for everyone. Like, you can see your breath.
Hello, my friend.
It also seems to be getting darker. Shadows are becoming longer in the room, and it's feeling wrong in here. You feel a sense of coldness in your core that you can't quite explain. Ah, it's been too long.
Hasn't it, my friend? How are you?
Doing all right.
We've got a couple of curiosities. I need your help.
And what do I get in return?
What do you want? You know this game.
I don't suppose you have anything that you can send to my realm, do you?
I mean, I do that plenty, don't I? Smirk.
Not recently.
Yes, well, I've been trying to be good lately.
There's no fun in being good.
Well, that's true.
It's been too long since you've sent me something worthy. You're falling out of favor with me.
Okay. Let's see. Well, let me let you know the predicament currently, and we'll work out a deal, yes?
Always asking for things. Go on.
There is this odd creature, ghost, spirit of some kind in the Deadlands on this world. It has armor and a sword. Was the sword flaming?
Aye, the sword was flaming.
It was a flaming sword. And just want to know if it's easy to kill, if that's even something you want for that matter, to get rid of, or if it's even worth that.
I know of this place well, those Deadlands. An
thought
area
you-
where my children hold sway and total dominion. away from the powers of life. It's a beautiful place. Why should I help you from stopping it expanding?
I
If it were to
mean,
consume your entire world, it would just mean that it's become a paradise.
May have picked the wrong one.
I don't have Owen as an option! He's dead! This is what I get for picking Owen's fucking son.
Can the rest of us hear this? I mean, you said we all feel the cold, but can we actually...
You all feel the cold and the chill, and you definitely see the lights kind of dimming in the area. But no, only Riz can hear this creature speak.
Gotcha.
I mean, do you really want the world to end up dead like the other ones that I avoid? There will always be death, and mortals will always kill each other. That is a simple thing. Is it less exciting if it's just stays the same and it's always just bodies that are milling around? There will be no creation to get rid of then.
But the thing you are hunting is no mere body.
What is it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
And you have given me nothing recently. I have no sacrifices from you.
Look, no one was going to let me do a fucking flood in Dees. It sucked. It would have
If
been
only you
great.
had- If only you had dedicated some of your kills to me recently. But alas, ever am I left to the side, the forgotten one, until you need my help.
I tend to remember you being used in plenty of disintegration spells, my friend.
Yes, bringing death is what I'm quite skilled at.
And you don't like me using that power to kill those things I did? It hurts me right here.
I'm sure it does.
It does.
I'm not sure if there's anything left in that twisted heart of yours to feel, but your continued service is worthwhile to me.
Isn't it?
So I'll tell you a little bit.
Good.
The being you're looking for used to draw breath, as all things. It was a legate in some legion long ago. Well, long ago from your friend's perspective, but not yours or I's.
True.
So, it's gathering forces together. It wants to march south and claim the lands of the living. It has a very powerful object with it that it will use to do this.
An object, eh?
I think that's all the hints I'm going to give you today. Now, do your part and give me something worthy.
You know I will. I keep my word. It might not be a flood, but fuck, it's gonna happen.
The light returns to normal in the room, and you can no longer see your breath.
Oh,
Well,
Rose. See, you
used
might
to
want
be-
get a file going in here.
Oh, sorry, that was Teres. It was so nice to hear from him again. I haven't talked to him in so long.
Oh, that was okay. What did he have to say? Do we have a plan?
So that creature, the one with the flaming sword, he used to be a protean, it seems, some sort of legionnaire. Well, he has an item of some sort, and his goal is to claim the south. So he's marching and gaining more allies as much as he can to defeat that area. I assume he wants to reclaim all of the world.
Is the item important at all?
It feels like it is. He wouldn't tell me what the item was, of course, but I feel like that had very much so significance.
Did Alice tell you if we could, take him?
No, he just told us what was going on with that. He has no interest in us stopping it per se, but at the same time I kinda convinced him, so
Oh, we're all very proud of you.
Yes.
You should be.
Thank you for doing that, Rez. That was useful.
Of course.
I was joking. But...
Did you have to give them anything in return?
Oh, I just gotta take care of normal business.
Oh, okay.
So, nothing to be
Finding
worried
stuff,
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a form of worship.
So, is this object going to increase the spread of the Deadlands, or is the Deadlands still going to be moving the same amount?
That I do not know. I assume the Deadlands are going to be spreading the same amount, but he is considerably stronger, I assume, because of this specific object. And that's not the flaming sword, because I brought that up in the beginning, so...
You mentioned they looked like they were once legionnaires.
That is what he said, yes. Considerable one, apparently.
Petravian's trying to rack his brain to see I mean, the problem is there'd be so many legionnaires in there that, meh.
Well, if you do not mind, I wouldn't mind going to a library in this town. Perhaps there
Yeah,
would be some
that's a good
history.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, I have
Wonderful.
some guesses already, and I asked Moira, she might know. And she said,
Might know what?
you know history, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I studied it in college
Why?
a lot.
Yeah, the Protean general supposedly trying to reclaim the South. Do you know what that could be?
I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. Like this would have all been Protean lands back then.
Well, I think that's what he means by reclaiming.
I mean, so none of them back then would have been trying to reclaim the South. So that wouldn't have been in any history books. But you said he had a flaming sword?
He did have a flaming sword.
I mean, that narrows it down a little bit, but that still doesn't really ring any bells to me. I mean,
Beardy, would that bit of information might ring for Petravian with his history knowledge?
yeah, make a knowledge check, please, because
Alright.
you're gonna get a little bonus for being from that part of the world,
Ooh, wonderful.
because you do have a bit more context than everyone else.
I don't have anything in history, so it would just be a straight 20. So just a knowledge history. Okay, cool. Nope, that's a 10.
Yeah, I think even with your local bonus, you're not gonna get
Get that? Yeah.
enough to know that one.
Yep. That's the way it goes.
So Moira's thinking about it, and she's like, well, I mean, if he was part of the Legion that was destroyed in the Deadlands, then there might not be anything written on them. I mean, wasn't that whole Legion, like, struck from the history books?
Wait.
So, why does the flaming sword nail it down?
I mean, there's some historical figures that had flaming weapons, but now that I think about it, he wouldn't be in any books anyway.
Why?
Because the Proteans, they banned the whole Legion after the failure of the war, right?
Who was the leader of that legion?
Did you not hear what I just said?
Sorry.
He's like this. It's okay. We have to get
they
used to it.
literally expunged the whole thing from the history books. Like Moira looks to Lovette. Is he serious?
He's
Well,
like this. It's okay.
Wouldn't the Kintao know about this then?
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
so, it's the idea.
But either way, if these undead are bringing in something that might increase the spread, maybe we need to look into this before we can head over to Protean Empire?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
Wait,
don't know. Or maybe. I don't know. I'm worried about the people that have felt as well. I don't know. Fighting this thing would help or push it back at all. But we were pretty effective last time we fought in the Deadlands.
An idea.
It's true.
Is there any way to get in contact with Book? Maybe they might know. They have all.
I
retain all
honestly have
knowledge.
no idea if Book can receive a sending spell. I've never tried.
You can't do it from the Opal, at least, I can tell you
I
that.
was gonna say, I think you guys did try a few times and it didn't work.
Oh yeah.
Like on 2 occasions.
Two
Yeah.
separate occasions looking for knowledge. Damn.
It's like trying to contact this cheat sheet. Well, listen, we can at least look into this, see if we can get that item. But I don't know if it's going to help. I don't know if it'll help if we go into the Deadlands. I don't know if it will help more if we go and find the other box that isn't destroyed.
Yeah, if we go to the Deadlands and fight this thing, even if we win and it doesn't help, it doesn't stop the spread.
I mean, do you even know if it's a box?
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, I'm not a huge expert on magic or anything, but like, I know that the Proteans and the Kintaos, like, their whole approach to magic was completely different. So, if the Proteans made their mega spell one way, that doesn't necessarily mean that the Kintao did anything even close to the same. I mean, hell, it could have been like a bunch of feathers or something. I don't know, whatever they do over there.
I mean, don't they do like scrolls?
She's got a good point there. Alright, follow my logic on this one. The Deadlands started expanding when we unbalanced whatever continuum got set up when the two mega spells cancelled each other out or interacted in some weird way,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
So we screwed up the Protean one when we destroyed that box, let out the genie, and now the situation is the Deadlands are expanding, and that's given rise to this whoever he is on his flaming sword and his legions and so on and so forth. The only place we're going to find an unredacted version of history that might give us some insight into defeating this guy sounds like it's going to be the Qintao Empire. And the only place we're going to find out about the other side of the Megaspell and maybe how to stop it and balance things out again and stop the Deadlands expanding is the Qintao Empire. Is that sounding... It sounds to me like both approaches that we need to take us to Qintao.
Claudius going straight to the Qintao?
Is there an advantage to going to Protoss first?
No. Well, except the player ones, which I don't remember too well. The cult, we have to be very careful not to spend more than like a day or two there because we don't have a way to get the cult there.
I'm not saying that this is the best course of action, I'm just saying this is the way I'm looking at it. Like, fight me on this, you know, question my logic on this, push back against me on this. Is this... Am I making sense or not?
You're making
That's my
sense.
question.
I don't understand why we would avoid the Protean Empire because wouldn't they have some like hidden information anyways?
How good are we getting hidden information?
Well,
I'm very resourceful.
we could find my brother, apparently, that's over there.
I mean, I don't know how that's actually gonna help.
Maybe they have some
But-
information. I can't imagine there are too many other Oreads.
Wait, what?
Here,
You talking
Take-
about
Think
these
he's
people?
take my advice, Petravian. You're just gonna get disappointed by your blood relatives.
Also, you think he's an Oread?
One could hope.
I'm just saying, it's very unusual
Either that or
for
he's
two
a-
brothers.
It's either he's an Oread or he's a very old human at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Kurla's just going to raise an eyebrow at
Or an
the
elf.
comment Vera just made, but is going to let that one slide for now.
I mean, Lovette is kind of in the same boat right now. She doesn't even really think about that. She's like, yeah, fuck blood relatives. They're kind of awkward.
Wait, so is the Deadlands almost to Fort Hawk already?
At the last I've heard, the Deadlands are, well, they're expanding and it's partway between the road, between Edge and Fort Hawk.
And they're
It's-
planning on just staying at Fort Hawk, the soldiers, to fight this?
That's what I've been able to glean from the government. Yeah, they're sending a garrison increase to try to bolster the defenses there, as if that's going to stop it. I don't think they understand what they're doing, but I think they're consigning all those people to die.
Then it sounds like maybe we need to stop the expansion of the Deadlands, and to do that, we need to figure out how to get over to Qintao. But we need to figure out information on this flaming sword marauder coming down from the north.
Maybe first we just need to get those soldiers out of the fort.
I mean, we're just a, for lack of a
We're
better
just
term,
a bunch of
vigilantes.
weirdos with a giant robot. Who's gonna listen to us?
Exactly.
It's not
Those are
like we know
soldiers.
anything
We have
about
no
defending
authority.
ourselves.
We have no authority
Why
with
don't
them.
we just continue to do what we are doing?
That's what I think we should do.
We can do
This
that.
girl comes and stops us from doing the stuff that we were already doing.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean,
Well, we didn't have all of the information, now we have a little bit more. That's useful, but we got to decide where to go next if we've only got 2 weeks. And we know that we've got a new threat inside the
I mean,
Deadlands.
till that village.
It's 2 weeks before people start noticing.
Yeah.
But the question is are the undead going to be able to increase the rate at which the Deadlands are expanding by having this item, and if it's actually a threat? Otherwise, the only threat is still how fast the Deadlands is expanding.
You know,
Otherwise, we still have the same time limit that we would have.
As long as people keep evacuating, the goal is to make it just stop eventually, anyways.
Yes, unless that item lets them go faster.
I don't know. He wasn't willing to give me more information than what I got.
You
We're
know
lucky
what?
we got what I did.
Do you know any, like, undead or some god? I don't...
He is the undead god.
Really?
Yes!
Well, fuck.
what about the other end of the spectrum? Maybe not life god, but like good god?
Yeah, it does. And Vera, like, kind of cringes. Does Eden know anything about it?
Eden is a lovely lady, but we are not going to get a concrete verbal answer
Yeah,
from
I was
her.
thinking more like Gallion. I don't know if he'd be good on info, but he might be good on support.
I have an idea. This is a weird one, but I'm gonna try my best on this. It's kind of a shot in the dark. I'm gonna use the remaining of my fate pool to talk to a Tivi. Atavai?
Okay.
Because he's the god of ancestors. And I feel like, well, I mean, they're probably men, so I might be assuming too much, but that might be a good lead on who these people were.
Okay.
And maybe get a hold of what could have happened back then and what kind of items they would have had that could have led it to being accessible in the Deadlands still. Like, was it just a dormant thing that they had made back then? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense why I'm doing this reasoning?
Yeah, no. It's an interesting choice.
I think that's smart thinking.
Yeah.
You want to interact with very ancient people, get the god of ancestors. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's creative. I like
The
that.
logic tracks.
All right. So, Riz, you use the rest of your fate points, and you immediately feel drained.
Yeah. I get to feel old again.
The chair, the other side of the table that you're sitting at, the chair will pull out by itself.
Hello, my friend.
And you hear the sound of the chair creaking as if something is sitting down in it.
How are you today?
I am feeling all right.
That is good. Better than feeling all bad.
Well, I am quite old, as you know.
Aren't we all, my friend?
Part of the territory of being the god of ancestors.
True. We have someone around here who has come back from their slumber, and I was hoping you could maybe help me get some information on them.
And who are you looking for?
A legionnaire from the Protean Empire with a flaming sword. He's currently in the Deadlands in this world, leading an army of the undead, expanding the Deadlands here. He has a strange object with him that Terrace did not feel like telling me about, other than it's with it. Would you know of any such protean as this?
Yes, I do. He was forgotten by his descendants. Truly a shame when one's history is expunged like that.
I agree. What can you tell me?
You are looking for Canis Galeris.
Canis Galeris.
He held the title and station of Legate of the 13th Legion.
Alright.
Entrusted to him was a great honor. He commanded the honor guard who held the standard of the 13th. He died that day, long ago.
Why?
Death came for all of them.
Was this because of the mega spells?
Yes,
Do you know of the item that he is holding on to?
the standard of the 13th Legion. Powerful was it in ages past. Now it is corrupted. It is drank deeply of the energies there.
Is it? What item could possibly do something like that? Drink from negative energy? Do you think he is worth stopping now? Or should we focus on stopping the Deadlands by gathering information in the Protean Empire and the Kintao?
Mine is not looking to the future. Mine is looking to the past. What you do with this information is yours.
I understand. Thank you nonetheless. And Riz will have their hands out as if they're clasping someone's. My friend, you honor me. Thank you.
You're not sure if it's a trick of the light, but it looks like Riz's hands become more wrinkled for a moment.
And they'll sit up, and they'll kind of redistribute this information, because that was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that. Somebody who actually was like willing to give you guys some information.
I know. And I get to talk to so many new gods. That's so fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Canis Galeris.
Yep.
Oh boy. We have a name.
Well, it's going to be hard to find information on him, but at least we know something.
Yeah, wait, so where do we start?
I'll give anyone at the knowledge history a roll to pick up something else, to glean some other information. Petravian gets a bonus for local.
Okay.
25.
Mm-hmm.
25 for me as well.
7 for Petravian.
18
Okay.
from Kurla.
Alright, so Lovette and Risen, you've both heard a few things or picked up a few things. You know that historically speaking, each legion has a standard that is enchanted in a different way. They give very, very powerful enhancements to everyone around them. So basically, if you're a legionnaire in the Protean Legion and you're fighting near your standard, you're going to get essentially magical buffs,
Okay.
and they're quite powerful.
So this item is like buffing up his friends whenever they're near him.
Right. So
Okay.
this guy was in charge of the honor guard that protected the standard of the 13th Legion. So usually these were like the best fighters in the Legion took that job. It was a place of honor among the people.
Mm-hmm.
And the 13th Legion banner, no one really knows what it does because they were stricken from the history books. But each standard was its own. Basically, each one's an artifact.
I bet you.
How much?
I bet you it wasn't stricken from every record.
That's what I said earlier.
Right.
What do you think? Where should we go, Petravian?
I still think we should stick to what we were planning, but add trying to find information about the 13th Legion standard while we're in the Protean Empire.
Lovette?
I think that maybe, I don't know. I'm worried about the guys at the Felt. I don't know how much time they have.
I mean, if anything, you all can tell them to pull out, correct, Siva?
I'm not a commander of the military.
You seem
I
to
can
have
pull
enough power.
I can pull strings, but I can't change the entire... I'm not a general.
Well, how can you get information to tell them to leave?
We could jump in and see what we can do. Like maybe...
Yeah, I think with the info we have, this guy might not be the head honcho as much as I don't like to think that. But that also means maybe we could take him.
I mean, the less people that he has under his control, the better.
Yeah, that is
Agreed.
right. And without whatever the banner did, I'm wondering if it's causing the effect or if it is the undead effect, or if it's bolstering it, if it's specially effective for all the undead.
Basta.
May have to destroy that item. Maybe it's taken in too much energy.
Yeah.
Perhaps. If we're able to stop it, then that would be good. Well, at least stop his guilt there. For now, perhaps we should make a stop at the Spallette?
But we will just with your horse back the other day.
Excuse me? What?
Stop at the Velite.
It's a valete.
They just look at you confused.
Well, it was like one day. Alright.
Rez, you alright?
Of course I'm fine.
I guess
Are
we
you
have to
not?
go to Lightberg.
Alright. Then let's stop at the fort and see if we can find anything about this army. See if we can deal with it at all.
You quiero me.
Sure. I just wave at Riz. Alright?
Do we need to make a hard stop?
Communing with the deities, I think, takes rather a lot out of them. I think we might want to, get them back to their horse and their Vardo and
There's
rest
no
for the
use
night.
in taking a stop when we could get information now.
Well,
It's
if
only
Not
the
if
morning.
you can't communicate the information.
Right. You're doing that thing again with, not making much sense. The talking in tongues thing.
It's not complete yet, correct? You can still understand, Dash?
Somewhat.
You're losing words here and there.
Yeah, it's going pretty fast.
All right, so what's all this anti-Siva stuff coming from?
Because we knew what we were doing until her!
She's acting in the best interest of her country. She's like, hey, there's going to be massive panic and rioting unless this gets solved.
Some of the worst things possible have happened because of the best interest in your country. Alright, so Vera's going to turn to Siva. Alright,
Yeah.
we're going to check out and see what's going on near Fort Hawk, alright? We'll see if we can do something about this army that's building.
She
But-
seems genuinely relieved at your answer.
But know that we don't know if this will help
Yeah.
with
We
stopping the
can't exactly
Deadlands,
hit the Deadlands away either, so...
but we'll see if we'll do what we can, alright?
I mean, even if it slows it down, that would be great.
Oh boy, that would be great.
Alright, we're going to the cart quick, then we're going to Fort Hawk, alright? If we need to wait a night, that's what we'll do.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
Works for me.
And Siva, just make sure, I don't know, try to stop this place from catching on fire.
Yeah, of course. I'll try to keep the town together as long as I can.
Well, if you can keep the town together and also, the people of the town getting the hell out of here, get the evacuation efforts going. It might be I don't know, just planning
Still
for an
not-
evacuation if it's needs be,
I'll do my best, but it's still not common knowledge that this is even happening, and once people realize it, well, that's when the panic starts.
And even then, it's going to take potentially months at its current rate to get to Hartenshin.
True.
I hope so.
All right, let's go.
All right. Lovette?
I'll teleport us to Reitberg.
Alright, go ahead and give me a teleport spell, please.
You got it. That is an
Lovely.
18, so we should good.
Very much on target. You appear in Reitberg.
And I assume that you're teleporting us to the
cart.
more to the was it circle?
Wait, where's the cart?
The cart was in the Great Vale village.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll teleport us there.
Okay. So there's a village next to the Druid Circle there in the Great Vale.
Oh, okay.
So, yep. Alright, so you teleport there and you appear near the cart.
Ruse is
Moira
already
look-
hugging their horse.
Moira looks over at you. So, what should I do?
I was going to ask you that. I figured you'll probably be safer here. I don't want to leave you behind too much, but we might be in a battle. I think people are going to die.
She kind of looks away from you for a second. I am the horse, aren't I?
You don't know. I don't. What if it's like a roof collapse on you or something?
That could happen anyway.
Alright, fine, you're right. You make a good point. That was the point of bringing you down. Alright, we'll put you in the. But you'll have to stay in the fort, okay? If something happens, you'll get in deep, is somewhere safe, okay?
Do you mean it?
Yeah, I mean, like, not going to. Yeah. I can't really go back on it once we're there.
She's gonna hug you.
Oh.
Fuck her back.
It's weird now that you're almost the same height.
Yeah. And very hard to do that. Hug somebody with one leg.
And yet here you are.
Yep.
What a champion.
You know, she almost knocks you over from the hug because you only have one leg.
Mhm.
I keep offering to fix the fucking leg.
You really might want to get that looked at.
Yeah, okay, that too. Maybe if we have time at the fort, we have like a night to get ready.
Like,
I
you
mean-
could probably literally put a stick there.
How long does it take, Kurla?
Oh, I was bitching out of character. You want me to actually offer again in character?
Oh, I didn't know that was out of character.
Yeah.
I took that as in character as well because it seemed on brand.
Yeah.
It's 3 rounds to cast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So-
like a long-term thing.
I still feel like regeneration should be longer and more
Yeah, really.
expensive.
I figured it should be like several hours.
Like a day of your growing your leg
It takes.
back.
I mean, I can spice it up if you want, but
I already rolled to see how long it would take to regrow the leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's based on a roll. Okay.
Yep.
is it?
And I've already made the roll, so I
Okay.
already got that number in the back of my sack here.
Alright, fine.
So how long do you have to hug your horse?
I'm fine. I'm
She's
fine.
not a ho.
Oh my god. That's pretty good.
They look
Yeah.
over at Moira concerned. This person looks nothing like a horse.
I'm not a horse, guys.
I'm well aware you're not a horse. My horse is amazing.
Oil is
Looking
amazing.
at it.
Alright, look, if your leg is giving you a problem, I can literally regrow it for you, I think. I mean, I haven't done this before, so if you end up with 3 legs or 3 of something, then I apologise in advance, but I'm fairly sure I can get you the leg back in 2 or 3 minutes, tops.
2 or 3 minutes, wow. Ah, magic is cheating. Ah,
Magic is magic?
I feel like I almost owe Kelly small, but I don't know if he has the time.
What, you owe Karis, the chance to fix your leg first?
Yeah, she kind of made a big deal out of it too. I'm probably overthinking this.
Right, next time you see Karis, you can say that I forced you to let me redo your leg. You can drop me in it if you like, but let's at least get the fucking leg fixed, shall we?
I'm not going to say that. That sounds weird. The fuck. Alright, let's do it.
I'm saying if you need to throw me under the cart, it's fine.
The trying there.
Wonderful.
Ay, ay, ay. Do you want the leg or not? You want me to fix the leg? I'm fixing the leg. I'm casting a spell.
Probably just all
You
two.
see?
Alright.
My hands, they're floating back and forth. Sparks are coming out. There's light. This is your last chance. Yes or no? Leg or
Should
no?
we do it
Leg.
here or at the fort?
Oh my fucking lord!
Just say yes or no!
Okay, fine.
Is that a yes?
Yes, fine. Okay.
There you go, Kurla. She
Oh,
said yes.
Why does everything have to be such a fucking palaver? Right. Kurla is going to continue waggling their fingers, and sparks are actually going to start flying. And then they are going to rub their palms together very, very, very quickly and press their hands, sort of wax on, wax off style, to the stub of the leg. And they're going to cast Regenerate for the first time, and they're going to hope that it does not go horribly pear-shaped.
All right, go ahead and drop the spell there. There we go. Okay, Kurla, you cast Regenerate. One of the best things about this spell is that it has no special extra cost. It's just a verbal, somatic, and divine focus. So
Holy shit.
you cast the spell. It heals for 4d8 plus 1 point per caster level. You will top off Lovette's health pool. But Lovette, you feel a strange itching sensation.
Why is it itch?
Oh, right, sorry, that'll go away in a minute. I'm not sure if it's meant to hurt or not, but anyone got any bows on them? That might come
You
in
look
handy.
down at your stump leg, and it is already growing a small foot out of it. And it's extending down and growing in as it moves and getting to normal size. And within a scant 48 seconds, you have
Holy shit.
your leg completely back to normal.
Oh, that's nasty.
It's all fresh and new.
Like the skin's so
The
soft,
skin's so soft.
but
Moira
so
keeps-
sensitive.
Moira keeps touching it and commenting about how soft it is.
Oh my god, you want me to give you a few minutes with, Moira and your new leg? I
can
feel
brew up some
weird
tea.
being
No,
close to you
it's
doing
serious.
this.
Seriously, guys, touch it.
I'm not touching Lovette.
Don't touch this.
No.
Touch
want
it.
to
It's
touch
super
it.
soft, guys.
That's
I
fucking
don't
weird.
want to
not
touch the
touching that.
stump, I don't want to touch it again.
Well, we'll find out how soft it is later.
Oh, fucking
Ew.
hold your
Oh my.
will too, you filthy bastards.
It's like a baby skin. It's so weird.
Cover her mouth.
You're welcome.
what?
Alright.
We'll find out how soft it is later.
How are you feeling now, patient? Are you alright?
I can walk again.
My god, it's a miracle you can walk again.
I mean, I kind of
Truly, I have the healing
It's
hands.
really cool, but yeah, thank you so much.
You'd prefer the mechanical one? Right, anyone
Let's
got an
do it
axe I
now.
can borrow?
I got a hammer. We can
Vera,
just
can I
smash
borrow
it.
that
stick.
scythe of yours? That
All
would
right,
be
who
very
wants
handy.
to go to a fort? So let's get going.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I want to go to the fort.
Yeah, we'll go.
Let's fucking do this.
Yes,
Lord
please,
talk.
let's.
Bust out the teleport pad.
All right. And you're not super familiar with Fort Hawk,
Nope.
You've been there once.
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 If
which
we're not at the
means
Telek
off
house
target
again-
is 77 to 88.
And we rolled a 77.
Oh,
you rolled
boy.
a 77.
We're going
How
straight
off
into
target?
Deadlands.
Oh, good. Land
Alright,
us in
so
the
here's-
Deadlands.
So here's what happens.
Okay.
A lot of you get onto a teleport pad. Lovette casts the spell, and then we're gonna zoom over to Fort Hawk.
Okay.
There is a square fort, stone walls that have been sort of recently lain. There's some defenses that have been built to the north across a wide field. You see that Fort Hawk itself is so full of people that they've actually had to start setting up tents outside to hold the additional soldiers that have shown up. And there are people marshaling into little squares and rectangles of units, getting ready to face whatever enemy there is. Further to the north, you can see this wall of dark cloud as the Deadlands is moving forward, and swirling in an extra tempestuous part is a little tendril of smoky, necrotic power that's weaving its way across the landscape toward Fort Hawk. And in the center of that tendril, that finger of darkness moving south, is a ghostly figure holding a blue flaming sword, the eyes glowing bright white, surrounded by other ghostly legionnaires. Rictus grins across their face as the banner of the 13th Legion shines fade to black.
Well, we'll find out where we appear next time, guys.
Indeed you shall.
Oh, boy.
Yay!
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.